Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get $100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. We are back. We are back on this good Thursday. To get boxing is just do how only we can do on these YouTube airways, man. You catch this on the playback. Smash the like button, sub to the channel. Hit that bell icon and all that good stuff. Make sure you notified and come build with the fam. How y'all feeling today, man? Another day, man. Another day, another boxing build. We another day closer, you know, to I think one of the best fights and one of the best cards that we gonna see this year. AB did his weigh-in today, and we got to talk about EJ, man. They got EJ tweeting, man. They out here labeling EJ a hater out here. We got to talk about it, man. Al Booger, what's good, family? IB, what's good, my guy? Kyle Cool, blessings, family. How you feeling? Ace, all love, fam. How you feeling? Trey Skills in the building. Mike Kirkland, my bro. Mike Mazak. Mike and Mike. Always a good day to see the brothers in the building. What's good, Trey? How you feeling? RIP to PNB Rock and King Bonds. Freestyle Media Sports. What's good, bro? How you feeling? What's good with it, man? How y'all feeling on this good Saturday? Oh, it's good Saturday. Good Thursday, man. It's a good sunny day out, man. The weather is nice. We got the boys is chirping, you know, and we got some good boxing to talk about. Emmanuel, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? What's good with it? Got to talk about this. I came across I was listening in on the Boxing Voice earlier too. One of they lives that they did, they had Ishe Smith on there. Ishe Smith was dropping some good knowledge, some good information on that live, man. He was saying some interesting things about Mayweather Promotions, and you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, because you know they losing fighters, it seemed like left and right. And he was giving a little bit of insight as to why that may be taking place. But, you know, it's boxing, man. You got to focus more than just one guy. You know what I mean? One guy can't just be the focus. You know what I'm saying? The Matias interview. Nah, I ain't catch it, man. Fill me in. We're going to build today. We're going to get to this these topics too. What's up with Matias? What he on, man? He's still giving them all-inclusive call-outs to everybody. Matias call everybody out. They don't care who you is, bro. He calling you out. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I didn't catch it though, man. I didn't catch it, but that was the last thing I caught was Ishe Smith. I say he was talking about a lot. They was having a good conversation. I didn't catch it. I know he had to be translated. He needed a translator, don't he, Matias, when he talked? I ain't catch it. Mill City ass, man. Mill City be keeping them interviews flowing, man. Salute to him. But I ain't catch it for sure, man. I know he should be ready because he got to fight June 15th too. You know what I'm saying? He got to scrap. Yeah, dig. He got to scrap. He got a good fight on his hands too. Ricky Williams, my brother. How you feeling, Rick? Man, Lavoie is welcome down. You know it, bro. Appreciate you. Kyle Sports, the box historian is in the building. JBT family, what's good, bro? Fly Frequency, what's good with it? How y'all feeling? I definitely go. I'll go check it out though. If it's something I should watch, it's something we should watch, I definitely check it out because he do got a fight coming up. I do want to show Matias some love because he's a damn good fighter. He deserves it. Because as you see the Haitian boxing on Pro Box last night, looks like something serious. Man, talk about it. Did y'all catch Pro Box? I'd seen it. Mike Pro Box delivered again, man. I don't know. Again, I've been saying this for a few weeks now straight. I don't know exactly who's responsible for the matchmaking or putting them cards together in the matchups and opponents, but I mean, it's almost like a can't miss program at this point. Like, if you really like boxing, especially like in the middle of the week, like on a Wednesday, bro, man, you gotta tune into the Pro Box cards. They ain't missed yet. I ain't seen a Pro Box card yet that I was bored with. I mean, every time, man, they can't miss at this point. They almost can't miss, bro. I'm loving it, Mike. I love what I see from Pro Box, man. I like it. It's just the matchmaking is perfect. I mean, them fights, they're just always good. You know what I mean? They're always good. He said that he has a 5-fight deal with Eddie. Oh, yeah. That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me at all. You know what I mean? Eddie gonna be looking to do some work with Matias. I know that. Hopefully he can get him the fights. The only problem with Eddie is he can get the people, he can get the names, and he can get you paid and keep you active, but he been falling short of getting his guys the big fights. That's the only thing with Eddie has, but good for Matias, man. Maybe we see some more matchups on that side. But man, I definitely go check it out, man. I like Matias, man. I like him. He dangerous. And he got another good fight coming up with Lynn Parrow, and he in position to take another. Oh, that's why I'm saying I don't know if people really paying attention to Matias. It ain't just, that he winning and he got all knockouts. He knocking out undefeated fighters and making people quit. You can't ignore that. That dude dangerous, yo. And if you don't have a game plan worked out for you and you can't execute it and keep that dude up off you, you're gonna have a tough night, and it might be a short one, depending on how much punishment you could take, because that dude is relentless. He don't stop coming. He be in dog shape. He could take a good shot, and he a damn machine. So I can't wait to see how that Lynn Parrow fight play out with him. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this, man. We got to get to this, man, because they got my boy, they got our boy EJ, they got our boy Big Fish tweeting and stuff. When he tweeting, it's like, damn, y'all gonna do him like that though? Y'all gonna do the Big Fish like that? I don't know. He ain't no hater. Not by a long shot, though. Not by a long shot. I mean, for me, I think it's a good discussion, though. I mean, it's an easy answer, but you won't believe at how many people will try to label him that. And then, like I said, for him to tweet it, it's real. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he don't care about a lot, but he ain't blind. You get what I'm saying? And he went on to tweet, said, damn, I'm hating for supporting my fighter in the biggest fight of his career. I bet and support this man every fight he's fought up until this one. Well, he ain't lying, bro. We just got to talk about it. As simple as this may be, some people just don't get it. What in the hell was Errol Spence supposed to sit up there and say? He think it's going to be a really good, tough fight. My fighter, he got his work cut out for him. Man, he's supposed to big his guy up. He's supposed to talk from a place of confidence and certainty, man. Anything less, I wouldn't want him as a promoter either. So my promoter better be talking. You get what I'm saying? He better be selling me as the guy that's going to dethrone Tank Davis. Other than that, why are we taking this fight? You get what I'm saying? The champions, either that. Yeah, man. The thing is, they gotta want to fight him frequent. That's the thing. They don't want to fight that dude for real. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to say, yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? Legacy was good with it, bro. How you feeling? So the way I look at it, right, yo? The way I look at it, matter of fact, I got the little short clip that got people talking. I mean, I had fun with the clip too, but I still ain't said he said nothing wrong. You wouldn't dare hear me call that man a hater for saying the shit that he's supposed to say. I don't care how crazy some people may have think it sounded, but let me play the little short clip, man, where got people
I see him getting his hand raised. I mean, I feel like he's the most skilled, talented fighter that Tank ever fought. Like, it's one of those he can't take those early rounds off and feel like he's gonna come in the 7, 8 round and hope for a knockout. I feel like Frank gonna dominate him first through 12th round and win a fight. I mean, Tank gonna put up a fight. He's a great fighter, but I feel like Frank definitely gonna take it. I feel like
good,
he's the best fighter he's fought. He gonna see the speed. He gonna see the strength. He gonna see the power that Frank brings to the table on fight night.
All right, we got a few more questions from fans. They want to chime in while they got you here on the live.
So, I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, that was really the gist of what got people talking. And I get it. Picasso was good with it. He said Spence was Crawford. He lied. Thread was good with it, bro. I know. I get it, man. When people, when you hear it and he like, man, he going to dominate it from 1 to 12. Even I had fun with that. But like, you know, for the sake of the boxing conversation, we had fun with it, right? But I ain't sitting up here calling that man no hater for supporting his man. And if he completely right. If you've been paying attention, if you've been following Errol Spence, always been a fan of Tank Davis. He's never picked against Tank Davis ever, and he's even went as far as to betting on Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? He betting and supporting on this dude multiple fights. He bet Ryan Garcia. They bet 20K, like legit, on a whim. Like it ain't take no thinking or none of that. They was currently at the fight and bet 20K on a whim on Tank. So like, man, you can't do the big fish like that. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? He said he do a deep dive bet against his fighter. That'd be crazy. For the low, he better get some. But you get what I'm saying? I think he completely right. You get what I'm saying? He been rocking with Tank all this time. And this is the only time that he's supposed to go against him. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a chance that he feel like his guy could lose, which I know he understand what kind of fight this is, but he ain't supposed to say that. He said everything he's supposed to say. Mr. Empire, what it do, family? Like I said it, like I put it like this. If I got a promoter and he ain't talking about me and my biggest fight, if he ain't confident how Errol Spence is confident in Frank Martin, talking about dominating, who we looking at as one of the faces of boxing, get him away from me. I wouldn't want him to promote me either. So I know that shit gotta kind of to a certain degree put Frank Martin's mind at ease, to not just knowing that his promoter, his guy that got him signed, is really got high hopes and think highly of him and really feel like he's gonna go in here and pull this off. And that you need that kind of attitude. You need that energy. Boxing ain't the kind of sport that you could be half-assing it. If it's a chance that you're not for sure, the other guy, you best believe the other guy on the other side is. So that's all I heard from Errol Spence, even if it sounded a bit, because it did catch me off guard. That's why I had fun with it. I was laughing at it because he was like, Tank gonna put up a fight. I'm like, damn, you making Tank sound like he's some damn contender. So it sounds funny, but I get it. In hindsight, that's exactly what he's supposed to say, to make sure he reassures his fighter, if there's any doubt at all, that he believe he can win this fight. You know what I'm saying? And Frank is going to lose in a spirited effort. I mean, he's my fighter, but I'm rolling with Tank. Yeah, no promoter said that. Right. You get what I'm saying, Rick? NHA, what's good with the family? How you feeling, bro? Salute to the channel, man. We appreciate all y'all. Y'all punched the like button out. And we going to keep rocking. God self, my God. Peace, family. How you feeling, bro? Sheldon, what it do, fam? So Errol's supposed to support his friend over the fight he promotes. Yeah. Shelton, you already know. for the fragile minded, you know what I mean? For the sensitive. Like, oh my God, listen to Errol. Errol's hating. Errol's hating. Hey, no, he's saying that damn clip is hate. Nothing. That's confidence in his fighter. Even if people don't believe it, Errol believes it. Frank Martin believes it. You know what I mean? Derek James believes in him. That's all that matter, yo. That's it. That's all. Frank believe in himself. He got a promoter that believes in him, Errol Spence. He got a damn good teacher trainer that's gonna prepare him and definitely believes in him. So he good. He got his bases crossed, and he got that little he was looking for. You get what I'm saying? He got that little he was looking for. So now his mind is at ease. He ain't going into the fight stressing. He ain't worried about what he getting paid. You get what I'm saying? His mental is where he need to be. And Frank Martin is good. And he ain't crazy good shape too. I see him putting in the work. 13 rounds here. I see what he doing. I see him. I see them out there working. Them boys putting in that real work. But I think instead of like trying to draw up a narrative that's not there, instead of trying to make Errol Spence something that he not, let's bring it back to the fact that his nickname is the truth. And that's exactly what he is. For so many different reasons. And he continued to show you that even as a promoter, like he said nothing wrong. He got to be confident in his guy. Like he ain't signed that dude to not be confident in him. You heard what he said. If people, and it's like people short-sighted or they only listen to enough to just disagree. Like listen to the whole, it was a good conversation he was having. Like he let you know how he got on to Frank Martin, you know what I'm saying, and when he decided to sign him, bro. So I don't know. I like the way they paths kind of crossed and the way they linked up. I thought that was dope, man. And Errol just continued to show you, even in retirement, I think he's gonna be pretty good as a promoter, because instead of labeling him a hater, Mr. At peace and blessings. Queen, how you feeling today? Athletic Mind, my guy. What's good with it? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, for sure. I definitely will. They both ready. Yeah, man. That's where I'm at with it. I don't mind talking about this matchup. It don't get me. I'm not bored with it because it's getting close. So the closer it's getting, Rick, you start to see and hear a little bit of nervous energy. And maybe people will see it on both sides, but I start to hear that little nervous energy because we're gonna talk about the what else, the little narrative that I've been hearing and push. Sadiq was good, fam. Adam was good with it. D for the win. My guy is in the building. Was good, family. So unless Frank is a Tank hater, I guess that's what I am. I do like Tank, but hell nah. We ain't up in this chat. We some real boxing supporters, man. We know we could rock with both guys, but we could pick who we think gonna win. You know what I mean? Words anymore. He knew he was hurt going into EJ fight. Still told us to bet with him. We're not rich like you, EJ. Did he? Nah, I ain't catch that. Did he say that? King, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Did he say that? Because he, I had made a video on it. He had said, Terence, somebody asked him about, Terence Crawford being the favorite. And he was saying he should be the favorite. Like, I understand why people would bet on him. They should bet on him. That's what I heard him say, unless he doubled back and said something different. Because I definitely heard him say that. That's why I was like, yo, this dude transparency as a fighter is refreshing as hell. Is genuinely refreshing, bro. Yeah, I think the sensitive people have letting mind. Like I said, bro, I think say Tank be losing rounds and hoping for knockouts is crazy. That's definitely hating. Nah, I think look, because it's the way he said it. It's the way he said it, right? He said he can't do that. He ain't saying that he do that. You get what I'm saying? Even like I said yesterday, when I was breaking it down, I was having fun with it. But I don't think he's implying that that's what Tank does. I think he's just saying he can't do that. You get what I'm saying? That's not something he can do. He can't just sit back, give up early rounds, and then, rely on a knockout 7th, 8th round. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to a certain degree, he probably, because you've seen him give up some rounds, but I don't think it's a matter of him relying on a knockout, because the fight, he's never been in a fight where he couldn't touch you and he couldn't and then he start to touch you off. And he's never in that kind of fight. And then all of a sudden he just got to rely on knocking you out. That's never the case. That's never the case. So, and the fights that ended in the 6th round is definitely not fights that he be losing. So I don't know. I get it, but coming from EJ, right? That's what I'm saying, Rick. Coming from EJ, I don't think it's hating. I think it was an observation as a fighter, right? You get what I'm saying? You got to give them something, right? They just asking a question and you giving them what you think based on how the fight gonna play out. So, all right, it's something that we've heard before, right? We've heard that stuff before. You know what I'm saying? He gave up early rounds. He just be relying on his power. But again, as long as Frank Martin don't go in there thinking that, as long as Derek James don't go in there thinking that, Earl's free to say however he feel, right? If he feel like he's giving up early rounds, let's see if he give up early rounds in this fight. Because according to your guy said he's stepping from round 1. So this should be a very entertaining, interesting fight from the opening bell. You know what I mean? According to Frank, because ain't no way you gonna step and Tank ain't gonna step. You gonna step, he ain't gonna back him down. And this ain't a matter of somebody being way bigger than the other guy. So they, the size is, relatively comparable. So this is shit gonna be a hell of a man. I can't see it being no other way. Elisa, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Spence got to ride with his guy. Absolutely, he got to. But I say this though, instead of making him out to be a hater, which he is not, because you ain't got no evidence of that. He just made an observation. And if you being honest and not being emotional, You've heard people say Tank give up rounds or he give up some of the early rounds. You've heard people try to say he rely on his power. So it ain't crazy for Spence to say it, but it's going to be crazy for them to think it and actually approach the fight that way. Hell no. You got to, like Frank Martin said, he got to be focused at every minute of every round, bro. His margin for error is not a big one. It's just not. His window is not, you know. And as the fight wear on, man, that window continues to get smaller. You know what I mean? Aisha, peace to the queen. How you feeling? Blessings. Aaron was good with it. Ryan came out fast. That Tank, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And you see how that worked out. He came out too fast. He was too excited. He was too excited. I think Frank is more calculated and composed than that. But at the same time, with him putting out there that he gonna step, I want to see how he approach it. If that means he really gonna step, like, because that's just gonna lead to the fight being better earlier. It's going, you know what I'm saying? I expected to see a fill out round or two, but the way he talking, I don't know. Let's see. Cause he like, man, he ain't about to sit back like and just let rounds go by. So he sounding like he ready to go forward. Tank going to somebody sharp, got speed. Ryan just got speed. Yeah. And he just athletic from the waist up. You get what I'm saying? Fast hands, right? Frank got good feet and fast hands, good speed, good defense. Get what I'm saying? Well rounded. So this should lead to, you know, I think some type of chess match taking place. Let's talk fashion. My guy Remo's in the building. Was good, bro. So I think that's yeah, man. This continue to be fun to talk about as it get closer, because it, you know, like I said, I think some people showing some nervous energy a little bit. That's why you hearing some of this weird stuff, like, you know, they gonna cheat Frank. They're gonna cheat Frank on the cards, man. This ain't Tank ain't gonna knock him out. Watch. He ain't gonna knock everybody out. Frank gonna take him the distance. It's gonna be a good fight, and they're gonna ride Frank on the cards. Watch what I tell you. I'm like, I hear you, but nah. You know what I'm saying? Millen Films, what's good with it, fam? Leo Santa Cruz person. What'd you say, Leo? What you said now? What you said, Leo? You said he lets Leo part 2. And you're gonna be like that in the crowd, or King Ra. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be like King Ra in the corner. Man, but yeah, that's what it is. 12 threes. What's good, family? How you feeling? Yeah, that's what I said, man. As you get close, he said, sleeping by the night. Tucked in, no blankie. No blankie. Tucked in, no blankie. Disrespectful, like, too. Know what I'm saying? No mattress, no nothing. Just canvas. Know what I'm saying? No blanket, no pillow. Just a nap. But nah, like I said, I think some of it is just nervous energy or over speculation, however you want to look at it, right? I don't think Tank has ever been in a fight and they robbed somebody for him to win. Matter of fact, I ain't got to think. I know he ain't never been in a fight where they had to rob the other guy for him to win. So I don't see no reason why they would do it now. And the way you know, Earl is talking, if his man is gonna dominate from 1 to 12, it ain't no way in hell they're gonna be able to take it from Frank, right? Because not only is he stepping according to Frank, but Earl said he dominating 1 through 12. So damn, we got a Frank Martin at 18-0. You know, he coming in there to step the Tank. He's stepping. You get what I'm saying? And he dominating 1 through 12. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Earl, you a hater for saying that about that's how they be. Earl, a hater, man. You hear him hating on Tank, yo? Yeah, yo. He said, man, Tank be losing rounds. He be giving up early rounds, and he be relying on his power. Yo, you heard him? And Earl up there hating, yo. It's a hater. Nah, man. Earl rocking with his guy. He know his guy about to be in the fight of his life, but he ain't gonna show that side. He ain't gonna speak to that side. It's no panic. You know what I'm saying? No panic for EJ. You know what I'm saying? EJ looking at his guy like, shit, I had to go through it. You got to go through it too, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I went through it, you got to go through it. You know what I mean? People call it giving away rounds. Some call it computing until you download the virus and it's sleepy time. Hey, Remo, you know why I can't argue or deny that? Or you got to rock with that? Because the results will back that up. So while you might be thinking he's sitting here giving up rounds, it's a couple things that's taking place. You start to build confidence, false sense of security. The guys start to get a little lax because they're having that mild success. Then a couple rounds get by, so they get a little anxious, overzealous, and then boom, he done figured you out, picked up on your patterns, and now in the beginning of the end. And it's like you said, sleepy time. Frank gonna be Tank ass. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Talk about it, man. IVS was good with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We love boxing over here. I love to hear some diversity in the chat. I love it. Bill Capri was good with it, family. How you feeling, bro? Fortunately, I'm lying. Damn, I thought y'all was rocking with it. Said, fortunately, I'm lying. Last time, Errol said on one side of the ass whooping went the other way. I said that too, just poking at Errol. I haven't heard the Godfather say Loma's going to lose. Nah, he won't dare. And he'll argue that even Loma's losses are wins. Frank Gas Tank going to be the deciding factor. Good point. Good point. The fighting in spurts think it hurt him. Ashley's corner. What it do, cuzzo? How you feeling? How you feeling? Yeah, man, it could. To Errol defense, to Tank fights, Errol couldn't see. Cataract, you stupid. Cataract, yeah, Tank. Lower them into getting loose with them punches. Right. Then comes a crazy counter. Sharp, a lot of torque, a lot of precision, accuracy. You get what I'm saying? And next thing you know, boom, you over there walking to your corner, asking them, you know, what happened and telling them you can't see and your head hurt. You know what I'm saying? So mess around till you mess around. He said he's about to say, let's bet. It's some people going against him, but they probably won't be extra loud with it. Cornelius was good player. How you feeling? Frank B. Tank. I hope y'all ready to see Tank be a sore loser. He's a bad sore loser. It's almost like childlike. You think you're gonna be sick? We could explore that to be devil's advocate though. Because that's always the possibility too. It's not gonna be no one side of the fair on either side, I don't think, right? Where Earl was right, but the one side of whipping, yeah, the side that the whipping was on was what he was wrong about. What's good, Deontay? How you feeling, bro? They was just the side that the ass whipping was on is what he was wrong about. Best shape we've ever seen Tank and seem angry, breaking ribs through body shields. Hey, man, he doing it. That's why I love this conversation, and I ain't tired of it, bro. Look, that's why I be keeping these pictures, breaking ribs through the body shields. 704 Joe, my guy, Mr. Empire says he was saying same thing in that interview that he told Frank behind closed doors. Right. I like it. I like his confidence. I love his confidence in his fighter. I like the fact that he's willing to go out there and say it and mean it. And that's all you can do, man. That, like I said, that's exactly what I want my promoter to do for me if he believe in me. I want her, when we speak, he's speaking about me behind closed doors and publicly. I want him to have the utmost confidence that I'm going in there to get the job done. And that's just what it's going to be. Tank winning. I ain't crazy. I seen too much of Frank that Tank seeing. Right. Still gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. But Coach Kenny, a damn mad scientist, he over here breaking down Frank Barr, talking about he wearing glasses indoors. I hope he well. I'm like, yo, Coach Kenny, man, damn. They ain't letting Frank live. They watching everything. He could have been, y'all think. So look, man, so while we on it, so y'all think the glasses was, y'all think that was just a fashion statement, or y'all think Coach Kenny might be on or something? He said he hoped he well. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be the closest levels Frank not with Tank. Yeah, the only thing that can keep the fight relatively close is the fact that Tank sometimes work his way into the fights, had a lower punch output. But I wonder the fact that Frank Martin is claiming that he's gonna step. I wonder, is that going to force Tank to pick up the pace faster than he typically do? If so, then that's just going to make for a more interesting fight. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait to see how these dudes approach the fight from the opening bell all the way till it's over. You know what I'm saying? All the way till it's over. Say, call me biased until you take over everybody. I don't see anyone beating them. That don't make you biased, bro. I'll just be wanting to tell you that. Don't let nobody think that you being confident and one fighter beating the rest of his peers make you biased. No, it just make you believe that he that dangerous. And I always say this: you got a body of work to go off to back up the way you feel or why you feel that way. You get what I'm saying? So hell no, Legacy. You ain't biased for that. You get what I'm saying? Glasses was clashing, by the way. You weren't feeling them. It was too rectangular. I don't be with them, Remo. I don't be with them. I don't like them. I ain't a fan of all the little funny frames and stuff. I Like them joints be too exaggerated. They be thick as hell. They be big. They be too funny looking, bulky on the face, should I say. Like they be heavy on the face, like them glasses too much. They be doing too much. And you can't see shit in the dark with them. Edgar Chavez jerseys in the building. My God, Daniel, what's good, family? Salute. NyQuil mode. At least 4 or 5 weeks. Get well. Protect yourself. My opinion, I think Frank just processed stuff too slow to beat Tank. He seems to take long to process what's going on. Frank gonna look like he steps behind. That's a good point. Because you know, like I said, I keep hearing what Coach Kenny keeps saying, these little things. Like he say, you know, he fight like he snowboarding, and then he said he fight like he pulling a sled. Yeah, that shit is funny. Coach Kenny a fool, bro. I'm telling you, I don't know if he know, but he be cutting up, man. He said Tank gonna punch Loma up a tree somewhere with the koalas. Like just little simple shit. I think as a coach, he a funny dude, man. Right, man. Legacy, nah, you're not biased, not one bit. Just really interested to see which one lands. The first shot to make the second one get stepping. Hey, man, me too, Kyle. Me too. Who gonna land the first significant shot? Me too. Because they both have the ability. Like, that's why I say, man, it's gonna be a thinking man's game. Athleticism could be tested there. IQ, feet, defense, chin, will, determination, game plan. How well you train. Like I think this is one of them fights, and that's why we're gonna get a good one. The whole card. Yes, yeah, Aisha, he absolutely did. He made weight. He came in at 146, but interestingly, Blair Cobbs came in 145.6 or something like that. And Broner AB came in 146, I believe, on the dot. So good, yeah, good to go. He ready to go, man. I'm rooting for him for sure tomorrow to get this win, man. I want to see him take this dub. I gotta see it. I wants to see it, man. AB gotta get this dub, big dog. I'm glad he made the weight, man. Look like he's serious about this fight. That's why I like it for him, man. I just hope he get the win. I really do. You got some coaches with you that's really, you know, trying to push you, man. Just, you know what I mean? Believe in what your ability, believe in the work you put in the gym, and believe that you could beat this dude because you can. Blair Cobbs got a tendency to get sloppy, and he make more than enough mistakes that a fighter like AB could take advantage of, for sure. For sure. And I just hope he realized that. All things, my God, what's good with it, fam? So I got Blair, the flair of an AB. The Lord was giving AB problems. But you know what, though, Trey? Only when he wasn't firing and he was in range and wasn't letting the hands go. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at that one. When he's letting them go, he's putting hands on that lawyer, man. Especially if you go look at the breakdown of each round where each guys had their highlights, their highs and lows. He had some moments, and he had some really good moments in there. And it's just it leaves you frustrated because you're always kind of asking for more when you see it. You're like, damn, man, I want to see him do a little bit more in there. I want to see him do a little bit more. I mean, let his hands go just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's always like that. Blair better swing on the ref this fight if you get caught. Man, so that's $13.50. You get the Broner fight and a 6-piece whole wing. Damn, they doing my bro Broner filthy. G. I hear the PPV is $39.99. Maybe $39.99, y'all, folks. $39.99. Blair Cobbs be laughing. He said AB stands for almost broke with that dog. Oh, dad, he disrespect. Hey, Blair Cobbs, man. We gonna get you for that AB disrespect too, man. That AB slander. We gonna be at your helmet for that. Rude exposure was good with it. Nah, I'm with you, Trey. I get you. Again. I'm just being an AB guy. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledge how difficult the fight could be for him to win, but that's not going to be skill-based in my opinion. I don't even think it's going to be because of Russ. It's going to be a matter of punch output and activity. Simple for me. And if he can find a way to, you know, keep his punch total 30, 40 punches around, man, I think he beat Blair. I do. $39.99 on Trilla. Flatboy, my guy. Darren King says it's going to be real affordable. Yup, $39.99. He ain't breaking your pockets. You get to see a 4-division champion. You get to see the Can Man back to try to get his career back on track. This is a big fight for him on the low. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the picture quality better than the press conference. IBS, if it ain't, we jumping somebody, bro. We ain't going for that. We ain't going out like Willie Lump. You did? We ain't going out like that. Aaron, what's good with it, fam? Miss AB Prime, if he just let his hands fly, he likes to look at his work. He do, Aaron. You ever notice how he hit the bag? How he hit the bag sometimes? That's kind of how he fight. Throw a couple punches, stop, look at it. Throw a couple more punches, talk a little bit, look at it. That's my guy though. But don't deny him though. When AB hands is active, they accurate. He's sharp. Don't get it wrong. He still got the reflexes. I'm still seeing it, bro. He still got some. Just gotta throw him. This guy throw him, man. Derek what's good with it? AB is sharp fighter. Don't do my boy like that, Derek. What's good with it, family? Appreciate you stopping through. Nah, listen. All jokes aside, look, AB has better days, bro. He had better days. He had better days for sure. Make no mistake. You hear me? He had better days, bro. But this not a fight that he can't win. It's really on him. This fight right here, like, look, Mike Donna, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Blair Cobbs. Let me say it again. Marcos Maidana, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Blair Cobbs. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect to Blair, but he ain't them, man. He ain't them, yo. He ain't them, yo. He can beat this guy is all I'm saying. But it's gonna be tough because he's had better days. Like I say, he put his body through a lot. At least he made weight. He's taking this situation very serious, this fight, and I love it. Rick, stupid. Appreciate the love in the super chat. Much love for the support. He said we got J-Lo.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my brother Mike Kirkland, always supporting the grind. Much love for the support. He said for the good content.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my brother Cal Cooler in the Cash App, always supporting the grind as well. Cal, truly appreciate you, my guy. He said keep bringing this great content. Absolutely.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my brother Cal Cooler, Ricky Williams, and Mike Kirkland. Much love, brothers. Much love to the bros, man. Jerry said I got Broner taking the L because of inactivity. Hey, man, Jerry, let me give you something to think about. I like that, man, because look, it's a conversation, man. We could talk about it, man. Over here, stress-free zone, just good boxing conversation, man. I always got to say that like a disclaimer. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. But look, let me give you something to think about. Peep this. Broner fought more recently than Blair Cobbs. The last time Broner fought was, what is this, the 7th? What was June 4th? June 4th of last year. But the last time Blair Cobbs fought was August of 2022. Like August 8th or something like that of 2022. So he dealing with more inactivity than Broner. It's crazy to think, but he is. Talk to him, Deontay, and probably buying his AB fight. Right, man. AB, you gotta kick up, man. You gotta kick up, man. You gotta do this. You can't let Blair beat you, man. He'll be the least talented fighter that you've lost to if you lose to him. You gotta be able to beat this dude, bro. Beat his ass, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, Jerry, but you still got a good point. You get what I'm saying? Over here, a good point is a good point. The hint at his inactivity, especially at his age, what he been through. We could also highlight that 147 ain't exactly been an easy division in terms of him competing in. So he got an uphill battle. He do, dealing with his inactivity, fighting some demons. But like I said, man, I think he need boxing to stay on the straight and narrow. So it's a win in and of itself for him to make the ring walk and climb back between the ropes, man. You see how big his stomach was? He had a big, crazy beer belly, and he lost it. And that's why I'm really rooting for him, because the dude really, he did what he was supposed to get down to this weight, man. A lot of people was counting him out. Some people were saying he wasn't going to make weight, and I'm glad he proved them people wrong. He made 146. I like it. Absolutely, Platt boy. Yeah, he is scrappy. He could fight. He could fight. Blair Cobbs is not a fool in the ring. He know how to fight. He's just not no world beater. He's not somebody that I'm going to ever think AB can't beat, even this version of AB. You're not going to hear me say it. He going to have to show me. You know what I mean? Like, AB got to show people. I know AB an active guy, man. Just you don't need 80, 60, 70, 80 punches around. You don't need that, but you need activity. You need to respond when punches are thrown at you. You can't just be letting them get off and pile up points and stuff like that while you admiring your work and your couple punches around. You can't do that. Samuel, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Maybe start build like a day. I'm telling you, eating like that. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta stop that start eating better. But he got two coaches that really want to see him win, man. I know they're gonna do their best. They can't fight for him, but they damn sure could draw up a game plan and they could prepare him for this fight. And that's all he need, man. This ain't, you know what I mean? Blair Cobb don't have the same level of experience AB got, so that could count for something. You get what I'm saying? AB can handle himself in the ring. He can take a shot, but Blair got a little bit of punching power too. Blair got some punching power too, so just gonna have to see, man. I'm gonna have to see it play out, but I'm most certainly 100% undeniably. I got to root for my guy AB. Salute to Edgar Chavez, my guy. I got the roof on, man. You got to take this home, man. You ain't make this weight for nothing, AB. You ain't come late to the press conference, still cutting weight for nothing, AB. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk to him a little bit. You ain't do all this shit for nothing, AB. You know what I'm saying? I see the growth. I see you not even willing to exchange and trash talk like that. And I don't think it's a matter of being scared or uncomfortable or none of that. I just think he almost feel like he ain't got to do it. Like he done it so much. Like y'all know he could do it if he need to, but you know, as long as he do the fighting in the ring, I'm cool with the lack of trash talking. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. Hopefully he's a little agitated and motivated at the same time to go out there and win this fight, because I really want to see him pull it off. Really want to see him pull it off, dude. I got high hopes for AB, man. We rocking with you, AB, man. You know what I mean? Go out there and get that win, man. Get that win for your Uncle Don. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Don. He matured out of the trash talk. Yeah, it seemed like it, Edgar. It seemed like it, bro. That's what it seems. He's just like, bro, I ain't with none of that clown stuff. And I'm like, girl, AB, what? You was the biggest clown. But I can't be mad at that because he can't stay stuck on that forever. A1 who's on, my God, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at it, but I want to see some fighting. You know what he need to mature out of? And all jokes aside, but he need to mature out of not let his hands go. Now, let this be the fight you mature and start punching on this dude, bro. Because I'm telling you, all I'm saying is I'm not trying to change nobody's pick. I'm not trying to sell y'all that AB about to dial the clock back multiple years. But all I'm telling y'all is to acknowledge the work when he does punch, when he is working. He's very sharp in there, bro. He can get it done. He just got to execute, man. That's what, you know what I mean? He a vet in the game. He just got to execute. He got to show this unproven WWE version of Ric Flair. If he was a boxer, you got to beat Homer. Bart Simpson, we got to beat Bart Simpson ass. I don't know why Bart Simpson come to mind when I see Blair Cobb, but it do. Beat Bart ass. You know what I'm saying? Beat his ass, bro. You got it, man. We believe in you. At least I do, man. I believe he can beat Blair, man. I really do. You know what I mean? Good. They made weight. We got us a fight, y'all. AB managed to beat up Blair. We're going to call it a pistol whooping. He said he was going to clap Blair, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed off, man. He was pissed off with Blair Cobb. He was done with the shenanigans, man. Do I still got that in here? I think I took it out of here. He was spazzing on Blair. He was mad as hell. And you not like that. You not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like someone is Simpsons. With that bar, yeah, I'm telling you, he's somebody, right? He's just a damn Simpsons character. Somebody. I hope Baby does pull it off. Me too, man. Great comeback story. Yeah. Has a nice rank in a WBA. Yeah, man. If he could sneak and slip and get a title, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But Bart, right? I really can't see Blair beating AB with Coach King and Tank behind him. Plus, I think AB wants and needs it more than Blair. Yep, AB has fought his way out the battle to be here. Better not lose. Talk to him, Miss Joette. See, I love that comment. Right. He done fought himself back off the bottle from them demons to get this, man. He need this, man. He need this for old time's sake. But we rocking with him, man. But let's hope he pull it off. They got a Got a decent little undercard too. He said Krusty Krusty the Clown. Krusty pulling for AB. I think Bart Simpson's movie would be too much for AB and Bart gets the UD. I can see where you're going with it. I think AB still got that long as he still got the reflexes that I'm anticipating, like he should be able to keep up with Blair and his movements. And don't fall for that irky jerky shit, because he do a lot of unnecessary shit in the ring that lead to a plethora of mistakes. Blair Cobbs do is what I noticed watching him fight. Krusty the Clown, I'm telling you. You might as well retire. You might as well go ahead. What they be saying? Go ahead and start a podcast. That's how they be. AB gonna win. AB, we trust. Talk to him, man. He gonna get this dub. You know, he gonna get this dub. I think they got Michael Hunter fighting on the card. Bang Williams on the card. They got a couple, up and comers on there. Okay, we're good for boxing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. I love him to be a commentator. Yeah, I think he'd be fun. He'd be good at it. I'm telling you, I think he'd be good if he did a podcast. AB guy, I know he got some stories to tell. That boy be cutting up because he a damn fool. AB can have some fun. But look, they made weight and we got to fight tomorrow. So let's say, AB, we giving you that good energy, man. Go out there and get that dub. Go beat Rick Blair Cobbs the hell up, man. Rick Flair Blair. Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob. Right. That's a good one, Mike. That's a good one. Picasso said Blair's iced tea son from New Jack City. No, that's a fact too. That's a good one. That's a good one. LeVar, my guy, how you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. Nah, Picasso, that's funny too. He do. I think it probably was you called him iced tea somewhere else. I seen iced tea. Blair is a character, man. That's why I say he already try to show you up with the trash talk. As long as you beat him up, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Beat his ass, bro. Call that man Ice-T of New Jack. New Jack. PGH Big Dog. What's good, family? How you feeling? BBG in the building. He said we were talking about the movie keys at the presses, so I don't know. That's you know what I chalk that up to, BBG? I chalk that up to his trash talk Rusty, yo. His trash talk Rusty. His trash, because that ain't have nothing to do with nothing. You get what I'm saying? It's trash talk Rusty. He wasn't even engaged in the trash talk properly, man. I'm gonna give him a little bit of I'm gonna give him a little slight pass, a slight one. A slight, just something slight. He said, Blair Cobbs like a Timu version of Sinbad. Not Sinbad, not bad, boy. Sin. Man, Scotty. Oh, that man, Scotty, man. He's called that man Scotty, bro. Beaming up to Scotty. Oh, my God. Yo, y'all crazy. Salute to my brother, Deontay Hall, Boxing Talk, man, in the Cash App, always supporting the grind, man. So keep bringing this great content, man. That's a fact. Absolutely on the job, bro. Much love to you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Am I tripping? I'm tripping. Oh shoot, my bad. He said Delonte West's little brother. Oh my God, man, that's terrible. Black Star Sports TV. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. Hopefully he get the job done, man. Trash talk. I think it makes him more serious. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's why I think he I think the keys and the shooting them threats was like, I think that was like a little agitation. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even responding to what Blair was talking about. He just was like, you're not like that. He was agitated with him. So, you know what I mean? They got him cutting weight, got him taking shit serious, got him not being able to take a sip. Yeah, AB, you all that motivation. Beat his ass, man. Go in there and chip him, man. All you gotta do is let them hands go and everything will be good, bro. everything will be good, bro. Let them hands go. You dig? Let them hands go. And he'll be all straight. Oh shit. Man. Cause if you lose, I don't know exactly where he go if you lose to Blair. You know. I think this is redemption for AB. So all things considered, I think in a weird way, if these dudes both need a win, so that's why I think it's going to lead to a good fight. AB definitely should want this win. He need it for all the obvious reasons, man. You can't go out to no Blair Cobb, and Blair Cobb, you've been looking shaky, and it's been rough for you, which led to his inactivity and him having issues with finding a home. So he in a similar situation as AB, so he got a lot to prove. He got a lot to prove, man. He got a lot to prove. Salute to my bro. 12 threes, man, in the Cash App, man. He said, appreciate you, family. That's love, man. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Appreciate you, family. AB said he's gonna break down like a kilo. Yeah, AB start talking. He start talking the drug game. Broner start talking about drugs and shooting. he even caught Blair Cobb off guard. Blair Cobb had the microphone. He was about to say something. Then he just looked like, hold on, should I respond? And Blair ain't even know how to respond to that. He was like, bro, what? Blair like, damn, I thought we was promoting. AB like, nah, you ain't like that, man. So I ain't with none of that stupid stuff. Oh, man. Chris, what it do, family? How you feeling? You know, dude play with puppets. Yeah, you got to kick his ass for the puppet alone, Ivy. You know what I mean? IVS, you got to kick his ass for the puppet, bro. He violated. You know what I mean? He had the puppet with some fake jewelry on and everything. Nah, kick his ass, bro. You got to do it, man. It ain't up to you. You got to do this for the hood. You dig? Take my God. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Stressed out boxing? What's good? AB said you could get it for 10K. You hear? Like, yo, we don't even play with birds, you know, the kind of birds we play with. I'm like, oh, man. Yo. I was like, AB crazy. I said they should be used to him though. They know AB just be having fun, man. You know what I mean? They know he, you know what I mean, he a loose screw. They know he a loose screw. Thomas Hill, my guy. Appreciate you, family. Much love. Appreciate everybody that's smashing that like button, supporting the grind, man. We gonna keep on building. You know it. Afro kicks. Oh, that's something else. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get back to it. All right, do it for Lil Saint. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Lil Saint, you can't let us down, AB. We got to go on out there and get that dub. You dig? It's fights today, tomorrow. The AB joint tomorrow, and then we got fight Saturday too, Chris. We got the top rank card for Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So it's been an and we had that Pro Box card. If you ain't see it, I suggest even catching a replay on YouTube because it's there. It's worth it. The last handful of Pro Box cards that I watched in consecutive weeks all been entertaining, all of them. Again, I just would love to know who putting them cards and those matchups together. Yeah, AB definitely an entertainer. So make sure he entertained by getting a dub. Boom, nothing be more entertaining than him going out there and winning. Cobb's not Sean Porter, Mikey Go. See, talk to him, Tay. He ain't none of them. You heard me. See why I named him. I said I ran through the list. I said Mike Donna, Porter, Mikey, Pacquiao, Cobbs. You get Blair Cobbs, Blair Corn on the Cobbs. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. That's way different. Beat his ass, AB. We rocking with you. Yeah, Shoe York is popping up tomorrow, man. Look, I got to see him fight. Shoe. I got to see him fight twice. That kid is I like everything I see from him, bro. I'm gonna just let you know that now. I like everything I'm seeing from Shoe. He got that attitude, yo. He nasty. He mean. Shoe mean in there. He be wanting to hurt you. That's why I like him. I like his approach to the game. Like he all business in there. He not for play. He gonna figure you out, and once he find the key, he breaking you down and he gonna get you out of there. I love it. It ain't unbeatable. Ain't mad at you, man. Facts, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, I missed the Pro Box card. Yeah, you already know. You could definitely always go 12-3s. Always go rewatch it because it's right there for you. That's what I love about the pro boxing. They always deliver, and the whole cards be good too. All the fights, you be getting knockouts, undefeated fighters versus undefeated fighters. Somebody gotta go type fights, and they be good. Shusha and Keyshawn remind me of each other. Attitude, Ace. It's that attitude. They like to fight. They like to fight. That's what I got with them. They got that temperament, and I got to see both of them fight. And that's what I got. I get that energy when they in the ring. They be on time. You know, Keyshawn to play with you just a bit in there. He'll have some fun. He'll play to the crowd, but you know, Shushu, man, just a little bit too. They both will, just a little bit, but they more so all business, yo. And they like to fight. And they really want to prove themselves. So I like them both, man. Yeah, Shushu ain't playing, bro. He be coming to me. You gonna feel his energy. That's what he wants you. He wants you to feel that energy. He wants you to know that, hey, bro, I'm not playing. And that's how he do it. He had him in there. One of the fights I seen him in that had an undefeated guy in front of him. He just made short work of him. Dude had his family with him and all that. Shushu didn't care a bit. He beat that man up in front of his people. Right. And that's what I like in both of them, Deontay. They both got a mean streak. They want to hurt their guy. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes both want to hurt their guy. For sure, for sure. They want to hurt you in there. JJ, peace, family. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? So it's gonna be good. So that's the Saturday card for y'all, you know, for Top Rank. And I got Xander Zayas in the thumbnail too, because I think he might be Patrick Teixeira might be his toughest test to date, possibly. For Xander Zayas. And man, he dismissed Xander Zayas' power, man. He says Xander ain't got no power like that. He says Xander ain't got no power. My guy Ant McQueen at, where the professor at, man? I want to drop the link. We gotta chop it up a little bit. Where the professor Ant McQueen at, man? Excuse me, y'all. Stretched Out Boxing, peace, family. Salute to you. But real quick, let me get my final thoughts on this Errol Spence situation real quick before we continue. Like I said, y'all, Errol was talking about you know, people calling him a hater and all that stuff. So real quick, I just look at it like this. We know that's just people grasping at straws. Like I was saying, it's nervous energy to some degree. I think we always hear a bunch of different narratives and we're drawing up, you know, talking points the closer we get to fights, especially when they're meaningful fights, when it's a lot on the line, it's a lot at stake, and people been doing a shit ton of talking the whole lead up to this fight. So when you hear people call Errol a hater for representing and supporting this guy, they just being weird and a bit nervous. That's all I see. That's all I'm getting from it. I think instead of, you know, calling him a hater, you should call him a pretty solid promoter to this point, because as much as people want to try to take away from Frank Martin because of the late start, because he is 29, because he only got 18 fights, relatively unproven, and all those things, you feel like he ain't did nothing in boxing. Won't you hear something else to think about? Think about the fact that Errol Spence picked him up after seeing him fight on a couple PBC cards. Now, I mean, help mold and, you know, build his career, shape his career. And now, after 18 fights, he got his fighter in the biggest fight that he could have got him in. And you telling me what's bad about that? It's deeper than the win. Yeah, of course you want to win, because you ain't going in there to lose. But do you hear that? He got the fight that both who want, according to the boxing fans, the fans of each fighter. He got the fight that who want. He got the fight that undisputed at 135. Devin Haney got at one, right? Devin Haney got a title at 140. 2 division champion, former undisputed. He won that fight too. Did he get it? Nope. Shakur, 3 division champ, former unified champion. That's his Super Bowl fight. He said it out his own mouth. He got 21 fights. Devin got, 32 now. Neither one of them got a Tank Davis fight. But you know who got a Tank Davis fight after 18 fights? Frank Martin. So I think that's just a testament to what EJ has been able to do for him. Like, whether the fact that, you know, it's because of his business with Al or whoever, at the end of the day, he believed in Frank Martin. Frank Martin believed in him. Seemed like a good match. Seemed like a good team. And after 18 fights, and, you know, the Michelle Rivera win was amazing for me, for Frank Martin. That was his best win on his resume. But, You know, after 18 fights, he got his fighter, not one of the biggest opportunities that he could get him. He got him the biggest opportunity that he could get him. And the implications if he win is even greater. So instead of trying to call this man that's been nothing short of what his nickname suggests and the truth, instead of trying to call him a hater, call the dude a pretty solid promoter. And I ain't even gonna try to overstate him as a promoter and say, he's the greatest. Man, he doing it the right way. It's about taking care of your fighter. It's about looking out for your fighter, believing in your fighter to get him to this point where you could get him in the most lucrative opportunity, up to date, with the most dangerous fighter, the biggest opportunity that he could get. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if he's the win, just think about the implications of a win for him. So he playing with house money to a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? You ain't got no choice but to be ready. You 29. So you ain't gonna get it. You ain't going to pass Tank up in a number of fights, but you just got to be ready. That the opportunity, you know what I mean? The phone rang, and salute to Frank Martin for answering it. You get what I'm saying? But we just can't knock what Errol Spence has been able to do for him. He's putting his man in position, and that, and to be honest, more people need to take a page out of his book. Yeah, dare I say it? Yeah, because he's looking out for his fighter. Do you hear Frank Martin complaining at all? You hear him being disgruntled? He's completely good. His mental is straight. His promoter is taking care of him. He getting paid. He got the little oomph and the biggest opportunity possible. Like I said, man, you couldn't ask for a better situation. We talking about 18 fights and you got a Tank fight. It's a lot of different ways you could go for it, but a lot of that stuff is like just made up talking points and narratives. At the end of the day, that's a great situation to be in, that you're able to get your fighter after that many fights and over, you know, guys like a Shakur or Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? So that's something to be said, man. Errol letting his moves that he's making for his fighter and the opportunities that he's able to provide for him, you know, granted that his fighter is winning, that shit is something to kind of tip your hat to, and I salute him for it. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to talk about Frank live on camera, right? He's supposed to say, yeah, well, I think it's going to be a tough fight for Frank, but I think you can pull it off at the end. You know, they want to hear praise, and like that shit ain't going to come off the right way if you praising a fighter when your guy about to fight him. Like you recognize that this dude is dangerous and all of that, but you're like, look, I got the guy that's going to beat that guy. I got the one that's going to deal with all that. That's going to handle him. You know what I'm saying? This might be the Tank that knocked out the dude from Argentina, dude with the mohawk. Oh, I think you talking about Cuellar. I think you talking about Jesus Cuellar. I think you talking about Cuellar, bro. Real Devin ain't one of no parts of Tank. But you heard me, Ace. That's why I said, according to his fans, they'll tell you he want that fight, right? You know what I mean? Shakur tell you out his mouth. Fans of his, supporters of his, to tell you want that fight. So I'm saying it's not wrong with them wanting the fight, but for them to want it and be more accomplished, what I'm saying, than Frank Martin, and him to get the fight over them, I think it's a testament to what Errol Spence has been able to provide, the opportunities he's been able to provide for his fighter, granted that he continues to win. And that's what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? LaMarcus, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? As he throwing at his body hard like never before. I'm telling you, flawless mentality, man. Salute to the OG Dr. Mark. How you feeling, my good brother? Yeah, Cuellar. Yeah. Jesus Cuellar or something like that. That was him. Yeah, broke his ass. He broke him. He broke Cuellar ass down something proper like. He broke Cuellar off something proper like. I had a proper dust up. I want somebody to pump my head up and bleed out when if you rock with me. That's what I'm saying, Mike. I say, yo, my promoter ain't doing and saying what Errol Spence was saying. Get rid of him. Get him away from me. I ain't trying to sign to him. So again, like I said, to answer my own question, I think what Errol Spence has displayed since bringing Frank Martin on board, I think is he's displayed what a good promoter is supposed to do. A trustworthy promoter, a guy that really care about his fighter. He's low key. He ain't stealing none of Frank Martin's shine. He legit 110% supporting his man as he's supposed to. I don't think he made a wrong move yet. I mean, at the end of this fight, this might look like the wrong move, but even if they lose, this wasn't the wrong move. This was the right thing for his fighter. He's 29 years old, proven or not. If that Tank phone call come knocking or an opportunity to come across your desk to fight Tank Davis, you don't turn it down. 18 fights or not, you take that shit, especially at 29 years old. So, I mean, on one end, you know, Shakur and Devin more accomplished and younger, but Frank Martin less accomplished, less proven, but older, has less time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of on borrowed time, making up for lost time, so to speak. So he need to be ready. If he ain't gonna be ready now, then he's never gonna be. Kirk Douglas, what it do, family? I'm a big Tank fan, and take what EJ said, like, nah, nope, because it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? That's his fighter. That's what he's supposed to say, right, man? You can't make the guy be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Right. All the bag. James Marshall in the building was good, fam. Errol said all the right things. Yeah. You know what the complainers, bro. Y'all know we always got to talk to the people that complain. You know what I mean? He ain't supposed to say nothing different. Like I said, anything less would have been uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he bigged this guy up like that. I'm glad he got that confidence in him. You know what I mean? He did shock me with the 1 through 12 domination. I was like, okay, EJ, you talking heavy. You like Tank gonna put up a fight. You know what I mean? He gonna see the speed, gonna see the strength, he gonna see the power. I'm like, okay, I love it. Ain't nothing wrong with none of it, man. That's how you gotta talk, bro. Ain't gonna borrow time, and it's time to pay back, pay OT back. Yeah, man, he kicking ass. He got some time to make up for it. But taking 6. Man, I'm still going for a later one, 8 to 10. Take fans build some bullshit too. They do sometimes, because every fan base got their super fans. I think every one of them, all these fighters we talk about, got their select few super fans. All of them do, and it's funny to see them go crazy. Don, what it do, family? How you feeling? It's funny to see it, bro. It's funny. But yeah, man, Errol Spence, man. Good shit. Good interview. Good way to support your guy. Way to display, you know, pure intentions as a promoter. Way to, you know, stand on business, be a man of your word, not just in your career and how you move, but moving another fighter. And hopefully, you know, the experience that he's able to pick up and gain from promoting and moving Frank Martin and help him moving forward. Hopefully, that's what I would want to know. I wonder with Errol Spence look to sign and possibly promote any more fighters other than Frank Martin. But I know he probably just focused right now, probably trying to learn the business and the ins and outs through Frank Martin and probably go from there. It's usually the real young ones. Right. Yeah, it do, Miss Joette. It be the erratic youngest. A lot of them will be praying on Tank's downfall. You know it. They like, man. Oh, so look, let's keep talking about it. That's why I dropped the link, because this is a good conversation, because we got to talk about it, man. It's at least something to consider and think about, because the haters are talking. Girl better KO, stop Artem as well. Now for me, bro, like, I get that knockout is the ultimate statement for sure. But I think making sure that you display you look significantly better than your last fight, like outdo you. That's the game, right? Not so much to focus on the knockout, but pure domination, Trey. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to knock out if it presents itself, but you know what I mean? Some guys just ain't going in there to get knocked out. Some guys just ain't the biggest of punches. But when you leave nothing to question in terms of like performance-wise, and you go in there and completely like dominate round after round, completely beat ass, and show a level of separation from the last guy that fought him, I think you start to have a conversation. You know what I mean? You start a good conversation going for yourself. You start to build slight momentum. Like, all right, he went out there. Yeah, he might didn't stop him, but he whooped his ass. Because, for example, right, when I was watching him fight Conceição, you know what I'm saying? He didn't stop him at the end of the fight, right? But he completely beat his ass. Like, and it was getting to the point where I'm watching the fight. I kept seeing the doctors checking on dude in between rounds, right? So I'm looking at it like, damn, he must be. They know he getting his ass beat. I was surprised he made it out. So if it's one of those like dominant sweeps where you breaking and hurting your man, and he might just make it out of there because he tough, and you factor in the fact that you ain't the biggest of punchers. I mean, I ain't gonna cry without seeing a stoppage, but I want to see domination. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I don't really care to see nothing competitive. I feel like I want you to show the separation between you and him and beat his ass, bro. Like make this like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can't put him in there with nobody like that ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like statement. But the ultimate statement, I'm with you, is the KO. But if that doesn't present itself, domination has to be present. You know what I'm saying? And no questions asked. Like beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Damon, what's good with it, fam? Yeah, I always look at fighters like I never really take what they say about each other. I'll analyze it, right? Because what I'll say about that is we know Frank ain't no prospect. You know what I mean? He had said that to Tank, I think, too, on Twitter. I remember I said it. I came here, I was talking about it when they was going back and forth live. I was like, Tank ain't no damn prospect. No matter what nobody say. Like, so I always look at it like this, right? Fighters have very different assessments of each other than I have, right? Because I come from a different seat. They fight, so yeah, they gonna talk shit, feel the way they feel. Like, put it this way. Most people with around that number of fights could still be looked at as a prospect. But Tank is, Frank has worked himself, I believe, respectfully in the contender space. So I think it's a difference. But, you know, when you taking a shot at somebody or you feeling some type of way, you ain't giving them that credit. You like, man, he a prospect. He ain't did nothing. And you get what I'm saying from that standpoint. But us as fight fans, we can't push that because we're watching it from a different lens. And we're paying attention to where he might be ranked at. We're paying attention to him beating him Michelle Rivera that people said it was too early for him and he shouldn't fight him. But he beat him anyway, and he had some diuretics or something in his system, and he still beat him. You know what I'm saying? So we see that. You know what I mean? We seen him have a scrappy fight with Artem, but pick it up late and beat him. Like, we seen him somewhat like, you can't say you don't deserve this fight. I don't see how people back that. You can't say that. Given the landscape of boxing, it makes all the sense. You get what I'm saying? How you say who hasn't would have proven their next fight? That's a layered question, bro. Omega Red, what's good, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you sliding through. Salute to everybody, man. It's a layered question. It's tough, right? The answer. Because of Shakur's last performance, I think it's expected. The phenomenal show. What's good, family? How you feeling? It's expected that he goes out there and looks spectacular. No excuses, no question asked, right? And that's the situation you kind of put yourself in with the performance, or, you know, a bad performance or whatever you want to call it, or off night, even though it's completely fine. But you know how boxing fans are. You can't have that happen again, right? We don't want to see no patterns. We want to see a habit of bad fights or off nights or bad nights, whatever you want to call it. So because of that, you know, all eyes are on him, despite what people are saying about stock dropping and nobody watching is bullshit. You know what I mean? But I will highlight to y'all, pay attention to the fact that his last few fights sold well over 10,000 tickets. But now they got about 5,500 tickets up for sale. So they're not even, you know what I mean? They already devaluing them. So that's kind of effing with things. So I think that's something he kind of got to never mind. And he got to focus on the things he control, is how he win this fight, how good he look in this fight, how dominant he is in this fight, what kind of statement he makes in this fight. It's a lot to be said. So it's both of them have a lot to prove. Tank, because like, even though we always give him his just due and his undeniable credit that he do deserve, and we highlight and recognize him. Marquis was good with it, fan, as one of the faces of boxing, right? But that comes with a price. You know what I mean? Heavy is the head to wear the crown, right? So that's one of them situations, and he essentially wearing a crown, so to speak, right? So he always had that pressure, whether he admits to it or speaks to it or not. There's always that pressure to perform, because not only is he looked at as one of the faces of boxing, he's undefeated, the cash cow, the money guy. I mean, it's high hopes. He looked at as one of the best fighters, most complete fighters in boxing. And each time you get in there, you get in people's best, because they want to take what you got. So it's always a threat to everything you got going on. So it's tough to say who has more pressure, but I'll say it like this, right? I'll highlight, I think they both have a lot to prove, and it's pressure on them for different reasons. As I just stated, right? Shakur's is based on performance or off night or something like that, and trying to, you know, kind of quiet some naysayers and some of that chatter and that background noise of some of these fans that's a little bit too loud the first time he looked less than spectacular, right? So there's that pressure to shut them people up. there's some questions that maybe you need to answer for yourself, right? So there is it's some real pressure. Again, you're undefeated, you're a champion, your belt is on the line, you expected to perform. You get what I'm saying? So it's pressure on him for that reason. But then you got Tank, who's looked at as like the face of boxing, or one of the faces of boxing, right? You can't argue it. He always got to give you his best. The man got a complex fucking career, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, went through some things and then went to jail, got out. Like, no matter what, ain't coming off a bit of a layoff because of that small little minor setback. So people ain't giving them no benefit of the doubt, talking about no ring rust, you got locked up, none of that, right? It's pressure for him to perform as well because, again, you undefeated. It's pressure to continue to knock people out. Just think about how they talk when he could win a fight and not knock you out, and the fact that he didn't knock you out might overshadow the fact that he beat you. You know what kind of pressure that is? Think about what I just said, y'all. Tank has the bar has been set so high, whether he set it there or people did, whether it's imaginary bar set high or not, he has to perform. And think about the pressure that lies on you, that you can't even win a fight impressively and the guy survived the fight without that potentially overshadowing the fact that you just beat him because you Tank Davis. Oh yeah, he beat him, but he ain't knock him out. So nah, I told you he wasn't gonna knock him out. He ain't gonna knock everybody out. That'd be the talking point for these weak ass people, instead of saying, hey man, he just took another beat another guy at the top of his game when he was his absolute best. That's when he beat him. Instead of that being a talking point, and he looked phenomenal doing it. And we got to see more of Tank Bag. Instead of that being the talking points, yeah, they ain't knock him out though. He ain't knock him out though. He ain't knock him out though. I'm telling you, that's how it go. That's how incredibly high the bar is set when it's him. You can't even beat a guy up and they go the distance. You can't even lose no damn rounds without people exaggerating that. So what I'm saying is everything with him is exaggerated. If he lose a couple rounds, they say he be getting his ass beat. Tell me I'm lying. The man go lose a couple rounds, they say he be getting his ass beat. You see him lose rounds because he human. He not a perfect fighter, but he's a complete one. You get what I'm saying? You see him lose rounds in more than one fight. So now the consensus, instead of he lost a couple rounds in that fight, but the end result was still the same, a knockout. Instead of them saying that, they're going to say, yeah, man, he be down in rounds, man. He be just relying on his power, man. He just lucky he got the knockout. I'm telling you, they're never satisfied, bro. They never satisfied. But I done seen some of the realest haters of him have to double back, look at his resume, give it a second and third look, and had to get that man his credit for some of the people he beat up. You're not taking into account when he's snatching O's. Go look at the resume if you're not familiar with it, because I am. He snatched several O's, more than 5. You get what I'm saying? He about to fight another guy that's undefeated. Whether it's the absolute name that you want to see, he's still fighting somebody that's worthy, able, deserving, and the very best version of that guy. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of these dudes, he be beating them and giving them their first loss. He beating them when they at their absolute best, and you know what people still do? They complain. Oh man, he brought this guy up from this weight. He brought up a little guy when he always the little guy. You get what I'm saying? It's like, so they never happy. That's why those type of people created a Just Do. That's why I'm always give that man his credit, bro. So again, that bar is imaginary, like it's incredibly high for Tank Davis, man. It's unreal sometimes. And Boots, even though he 12 zip take, oh man, he didn't look good. You know, oh man, he couldn't cut off the ring. It's just like, damn, what did he do good? Because he definitely won every round. How you gonna tell that story, you know what I mean, about the Boots fight, but not include the fact that he won every round while he was doing it? Man, you got to be shitting me, dude. He won every round, and that's the only thing. Yeah, he couldn't cut off the ring. Yeah, he ain't knock him out. Yeah, he was chasing a knockout. All those things are true. Cool. But did he win? Did he struggle in any of the rounds? Was any of the rounds debatable? No, none of them. You get what I'm saying? Jonathan 97 was good with it, bro. So we just got to be, I think, better at just giving people they just do. I'm always say it, bro, because I believe that, man. These dudes both got a lot. And shit, since we talking about pressure, Mr. Empire, what it do? He said, ain't Tank fighting a superior fighter than Frank. I'm coming off his biggest win with Ryan. Facts. Cecil, what it do, bro? The 5'5" guy be a weight bully? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless he shrinking down to some unrealistic weight and he was to be blowing up crazy. But I think the little guy is, the difference is why he can't be a weight bully, in my opinion, because he's truly a little guy. You know what I mean? The little guy is truly a little guy. not just a guy shrinking down to be a little guy, if that makes sense. No disrespect to nobody that do it. I think Tank could arguably be fighting at a weight class that is bigger than where he could be at. You know what I mean? I think he could be at 130. And 35 is just that sweet spot, so to speak, man. Salute to the Queen, Miss Joe. I appreciate you, man. Much love to everybody that continues to support the grind. Smash the like button, super chat, cash app. Much love. It's the Devin Haney Co. Marquis, much love. It is super chat. Salute to my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, they be running wild. Guys like Karen should be fine for those type of performances. Man, I'll be looking at Karen, man, like, man, let's jump him. You know what I'm saying? Run around the ring like that. But yeah, man, I hate to call it running, but I'll say this: he didn't engage. He was like disengaging the entire fight, and he never sat still enough to try to really provide no resistance and no consistent offense that would let you know that he was really trying to win the fight. That type of performance is tough to watch. And I'm not trying to, justify a bad performance at all, but moving around the ring because you compromised, injured, and hampered a bit, as opposed to being 100% healthy, having no issues, and then fighting like that, not even just the moving, but not from an offensive standpoint. Like, I think Karen was so inactive and ineffective that had he even landed all the punches he thrown, he probably would have still lost. Like, it was that bad. Like, he did not try to win at all. Yeah, I'm telling you, facts, Thomas. My daughter is 14 and she taller than Tank. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You got teenage females bigger than him. And I ain't saying she no giant, but he just a small guy. So, hell no, I don't think he no weight bully. But I think, IV, the real only was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Evasive maneuvering, right? And I can understand it if you just uncomfortable, right? But at some point, Marquis, you gotta try to win the fight too. Get what I'm saying? Especially 100%. Granted, you're 100%, nothing wrong with you. Great training camp, on point, weight and everything, rehydrated, fine, no issues. And the only thing you do is try to survive and try to avoid getting knocked out. That's very tough to sell to somebody, right? You gotta fight. You know what I mean? So that's why I said when we was talking about pressure, that's why I alluded to the fact that Shakur got pressure on him for reasons different than Tank. Tank's pressure is always going to be to remain at the top. That's not, I don't care what he say, that's real pressure there. And acknowledging it just makes you a real individual. And I think it allows you to prepare for said pressure because you know it's there. You're not ignoring it and trying to treat it like it ain't there. You know it's there. You know, like, bro, man, I got a lot of people that can't wait till I lose. You get what I'm saying? Floyd. Tank is not exactly, nobody's going to be Floyd, right? But he has that recipe. He got people that really want to see him lose. I read a comment that said, yo, I want to see Tank Davis lose. Him and his team need to be humble. I'm like, what the hell wrong with y'all? Humble what? The man he grew up in the streets. What the hell? He was a homeless kid. What you mean humble what? Humble what? Humble what? How humble do you want him to be? He beat the odds, man. Man, whoop ass, bro. Keep beating ass, bro. Keep beating ass. You get what I'm saying? Art Stokes, what it do, family? How you feeling? LDBC, salute to the LDBC. Salute to my brother, Sosa Smith, man. Upper echelon, my guy, man. Showing much love in the super chat. A little something watching from the TV, man. We can't get hit with the one time. Was getting smoked. Salute to my brother, Upper echelon.
Much and we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to Upper echelon. Much love, fam. So I just hate hearing dudes in the Super Bowl saying it's another game. No, the hell it's not. It's just another game. Nah, we need this, but man, you got to step on that shit. Embrace the moment, bro. Nah, man. Embrace. And Tank is operating in his confidence right now. That's what you want to see. Frank Martin, same difference. Operating in his confidence right now. I think we got a nice treat for us, man. We got a nice treat, bro. You understand the sport? You want young fighters to be put in adverse circumstances so they can figure it out, learn, and hopefully win. Talk about them, because Shelton, I say it all the time, bro, and I know you're going to agree with it. How are you supposed to know truly what areas you're supposed to improve in if you're never put in any situations where you face some type of adversity? Like, you get what I'm saying? In situations where you got to figure some shit out. You get what I'm saying? Like, we crucify guys for getting tested. Think about it. We'll say, yeah, I want to see him get tested. And the minute you said, I told you, see this one, he can't, if that was such and such, you can't do that. It's like, bro, relax. It's a fight, bro. You ask for a guy to get tested, they get tested. Don't overreact when you see it, bro. You ask for it. You ask for a damn 50-50 fight when it play out razor thin and we sitting up here arguing for the next 2 weeks about who won. Don't get mad, because that's what you asked for. That's what 50-50 fights lead to. Creo, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Since he felt it, he said, I want to see him lose now since he felt the need to take up for Ryan. Oh, I mean, there's that, but I don't think, and again, I'm not about to really try to make excuses for that because I can't tell nobody how to interpret what he said. But if you really look at it, bro, he ain't taking up for him from a standpoint that he thinks he did it. He's taken up for him in a sense from a standpoint that he's considering that he didn't do that because he was clean with him. You get what I'm saying? So his stance might be just a little bit different than ours, right? Because I actually fought this dude and I'm more dangerous than him. Like, we know what this shit is. He was clean with me, and I don't mean that he couldn't have cheated, but again, look at how the situation playing out, and it's starting to look like it's consistent with contamination. So Tank ain't necessarily taking up for a guy that he thinks cheated. He think it's some BS that's going on. Like, he don't think it was something intentional. And from the looks of it, it's starting to look like that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? So he ain't too crazy. And remember, he doubled back and he was like, man, I'm out here taking up for you, man. You was cheating. I'm going to beat your ass. Like, he told him, hey, I'm going to beat your ass when I see you. Like, he letting it be known, like, I'm out here kind of speaking on your behalf because based on my experiences with you, we had an entire fight and you were clean in my fight and you actually tried to win. So then I'm speaking from my experience, right? He's a clean fighter. I don't think he cheated because he was clean with me. His history shown for him to be a clean athlete. This is the only time with any discrepancies. So you get what I'm saying? So he kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt where a lot of people wouldn't. So a lot of them just jumped the Tank case and they made it out to be, he's defending a guy that's cheating. Yeah, y'all not. It's not that cut and dry. He not saying that because he would have never threatened like, yo, I find out you cheating, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, he like, yo, I'm taking up for you because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I don't think you did it. You get what I'm saying? Intentionally, and that's what he's saying. He's not saying, you know what, even though he did it, it's cool, I'm taking up for him. Nah, his stance is, and that's what people are missing. People's stances are different. His stance is like he coming from a stand place. I had a fight with him. He didn't do it with me. I don't think he did it here. They said it was a little bit. He had clean tests, multiple clean tests. Then he had some negative tests. I don't know. It's something there. It's obviously, it was in the system. No arguing there, but I don't think he did it intentionally. And all I'm saying is, like I said, if you pay attention till now, look what's going on. The WBC damn near pretty much backing Ryan. You get what I'm saying? It's almost looking like it's consistent with contamination, supplement contamination, which I don't know, but we'll find out in these coming days or weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's what fans learn what a fighter truly is. Facts, Shelton. How we going to learn if they don't never be tested? You get what I'm saying? All we going to do is complain that they ain't fighting nobody because they winning too easy, right? Then when they get tested, we go crazy. Nah, he got exposed. He got exposed. We be saying people get exposed, they'll lose two or three rounds in a 12-round fight, and we'll be hollering, yo, he got exposed. Oh, based off what? A 9-3? You win 9 rounds to 3. That's a domination. Ain't no exposed. We just too quick to condemn the fighters for getting tested in the way that we say we want to see them tested. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? William Old School, my brother. You say, I feel you, IBS, man. It's all good, man. You know, it's always a conversation. I'm always going to give you something else to think about, not change your mind, but give you something to think about. So long as I'm logical to you, you don't have to be like, yeah, I agree. You hear me though. You know what I'm saying? Salute the my bad, James. What's good with it? Appreciate you, family. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't. Nostalgia Life in the building. What's good, bro? What's good with it? Yeah, I was never with the exposed crew. It's corny. We got to be more responsible with our commentary because it makes the overall of boxing a better place when we well informed. You get what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I mean? You see a guy go out there and get tested a little bit, then you overreact. Like that's how these dudes are supposed to get better. They get tested, man. They get tested. WBC not investigating contamination. Nah, they're not investigating it, but you see they coming out kind of essentially backing them in a situation where they like, let's see if this stuff is even bad or what's the level. You know what I mean? They giving them some benefit of doubt, even though it ain't up to them. But you get what I'm saying. You got people coming out speaking and getting behind them, kind of, so to speak. So, like I said, man, it's looking like contamination. But if it's not, then we gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple. Then we'll proceed from there. You think about the news I popped on you this morning. Oh, I mean, look, man. We could talk about it, bro. I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all make sure y'all smashing that like button for you, bro. We could talk about it for sure. Cause that's something I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up, but I started to talk about that too. I started to talk about that a little bit myself. Cause look, I got some concerns for sure, man. I got some concerns for him, and some people act like they concerned for Bud too. They feel like the upset alert is, of course, they are. He's Latino. Yeah, I get it, bro. What's good with it, Will?
What's happening?
You know, another build with the great boxing family in the building.
Man, terrible day, bro. I go to the gas station after leaving the house this morning, and some jackass runs into my work truck.
Oh man. Hopefully, how you good?
Yeah, dude, he backed up like 3 feet, and he had a big old freaking big money van.
Man.
Didn't even put a ding in his bumper and put a crevice in the side of my damn truck.
Damn. As long as you good, glad you good, bro. Dang, that's crazy.
My partner was like, bro, you should have threw your shoes out the window, told him he knocked your shoes off when he hit you.
Right. Tay said, Virgil said it's 90-10 for Bud. Yeah, I mean, look, upsets are real. I know Bud moving into another division. I feel like he gonna be fine, acclimated just fine. He put in dog work. He put in the right kind of work. And his preparation is second to none. That's why I got so much confidence that Bud gonna beat this dude. And he probably the only question really for me is do he keep his KO streak intact? You know what I'm saying? That's it for me, really. You know what I mean? But glad you is good though, bro, because them accidents be something different.
I think that shit that Errol put out a few days ago about retiring if he loses, I think that has to do with the sparring.
So look, let's talk about it. It's some concerns for sure. Like
he's in Philly. That part was right. He's just not with Bozy and them.
Right. And if he in Philly, you would assume maybe he's getting work with people out there. You know, Philly got some dogs.
But from what I hear, a couple of the guys he was sparring with no big names, and they were tearing him up, bro.
Right. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many variables, and they're all working against him, and none of them make the road an easier road for him. 33, another 14, 15 month layoff or something like that. You know, that inactivity just gonna pile up ring rust. Then you figure you gotta find a new trainer. Now you searching for a new trainer to see who you mesh with, and we getting word that you getting touched up in sparring. That none of that is a good sign.
Right.
Like,
and see, this is the guy that told me, this is the same guy that told me about the rib injury and him not sparring for about 4 or 5 weeks before the fight. So I know he ain't lying to me. He's been on the money with everything he told me.
It's not about like trying to expose the fighters, but it's legit conversations. It's stuff like that just concern you. Like, you know, you've never heard that before. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't be hearing that type of stuff about him, that he getting touched up and beat up in sparring. You know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
asked him, I said, were you there? He said, I was there for one of the guys, dude, and it did not look good at all.
See what I'm saying? And then now your equilibrium probably still looking bad. Your reflexes probably looking more shot, speed, timing. That's like, what, are you gonna be on another fat camp? You get what I'm saying? Now you fighting Fundora.
Bro, that car accident messed him up. I don't care what anybody says.
Borrowed time is what he continued to be on, and I think each fight is a testament of that, because if you just pay attention to it, if we're being all the way honest, each fight he's had since then, there are things that you could point to that you couldn't point to in other fights. You get what I'm saying? Danny.
Plus, dude, think about it. If you watch him speak, his speech is a little messy right now.
Slightly, bro. Like, I always thought he talked a little fun, but I hear it too, man. Like, people keep saying he always talk like that. Not to that degree, though. It's like
not to that degree.
Little more slur to it or something like that. It's a little more slur.
Yeah, it's slow, dude. I am a big Errol Spence fan, and I don't want to see the dude get hurt in the ring. Just like Wilder, dude. Wilder scares the hell out of me. I didn't even want to watch that fight the other day with Wilder.
Right.
I said after the second beat he took from Fury, he needed to retire. You know.
Right. They said it too, but he isn't right. Yeah, probably. You know, and by now you would have think he would have got accustomed to talking with those teeth, right? So it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's the teeth, dude. I think it's his head.
Yeah. Nah, his speech been a little, you know, but I think it's a little more noticeable. Like, and then, you know, you can look at the interviews from past years, how he talked, as opposed to now. It's a bit slower, dragging the words a little bit more, voice cracking a little bit more. I'm just saying what I feel like I see, right? I don't want to overstate it, but I feel like that's what's going on. I know people were saying the teeth, but he didn't have them things for a while now.
Yep.
What's good, family? Shelton, what's good, fam?
What's up, man? I was just gonna say, isn't that what camp is for, though? He's getting in shape. The man been vacationing. He been out the ring for what, about a year at this point?
Right.
So he getting in camp and he's sparring with dudes who've been sparring, who've been training, who've been active.
Good point.
He's supposed to get touched up a little bit. He ain't supposed to just come in and dominate.
Great point. Right. Great point. I just guess when you hear it, like it's just, you know, it's a little bit when you hear it. I guess some of these stories you don't sometimes used to hearing, especially from him. But what you're saying is completely logical and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He older, you know what I mean? He been out for a while. Like you said, you in there with people that's probably fresh, sparring, active, and actually good. So you're gonna get your ass a little bit too. I get it.
Look at the story. Look at the story just came out about Bud. He was sparring with Adrien, and Adrien was putting hands on him. Well, duh. The dude been out the ring for a long time. Even though he been in the gym working out and getting in shape, he ain't been sparring. And he got in there with Adrien, and he got hands put on.
Yeah,
that's what camp is for.
The fact that Errol came out and said that he might retire if he loses, that tells me a lot, dude.
Right.
Well, it's just like in the NFL or in the NBA or in baseball. When you start talking about retirement, you should do
it. Yeah. You already there, pretty much. You talking about it, you already there.
Man, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he comes out and he beats Fundora. But if he doesn't, dude, and he looks terrible again, he's got to get out.
Right. For sure.
Well, as you heard, they say my man Deontay is talking about continuing the fight. So, you know, the thing is, it's up to that person, you know what I'm saying? Because this happens, and, you know, we've been watching this sport, all of us, for a minute. We know what happens. It's kind of hard to give up the money and the limelight and being at the center of attention. And this is what has made you who you are. It's kind of hard sometimes. The last person to know that you ain't what you used to be is you.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Everybody else around you can see, hey man, you ain't what you used to be. Nah, y'all tripping, man. I'm saved. No, you're not. But the last person to realize it is probably you.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, bro, I just hope, he comes out, he does good against Pandora, but I'm not gonna bank on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know he got a tough out in front of him. He got an uphill battle. He's stubborn as hell. Let's just hope it don't be to his own detriment. You know what I mean?
And hey, like you said this morning, this man needs a tune-up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you don't want one or not. The man needs a tune-up.
And he said I was reading more recently, like just like an old statement that resurfaced, and he was saying like the reasoning for it, and we gonna always respect it, but it's like we to the point where we cool with it and we understand it, because this is unforgiving sport, man, and you can't play it. So all that bravado, all that, he said, if you need more than 8 to 10 weeks to prepare it and get ready, then shit, like, for any camp, like that's all he need, 8 to 10 weeks. So I'm like, man, but coming off layoffs, older, you on borrowed time, but that's why he said he don't want no fight that's like a predetermined outcome, like a showcase fight. He said he can't get up for it. And he said people don't want to see that anyway. So look, it's like he made up in his mind, look, win, lose, or draw, I'm giving y'all good fights. I ain't fighting nobody that ain't worth my time. I get it, but that's why when people be I feel bad for this one. I don't. No, the hell I don't feel bad for these millionaires living out their dreams. Unless something happened that they ain't gonna be good, but a loss, no matter how bad, like in the moment, he's like, damn, you like. But after that, it's over with. Like, I ain't about to be feeling sad and distraught. What for his rich ass? No, I'll take that ass for the money he got too. What you talking about? Don't cry for me. I'm ready. He go out doing what he want to do. I ain't mad, If you want to push it to the limit, go ahead. Because I know Fundora is going.
Yeah, you can't be upset with a dude that's making $5-10 million, $8 million, whatever. They're making this for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose, they lose. You just move on to the next fighter. I mean, it's part of the game.
Yeah, it's like it's all good, man. I'm still rocking with you, but I feel bad
one of
just
my
for the moment.
Wasn't good that night. That night you got your ass whooped.
Yeah, it's all good. It's part of the game, man. Like I said, I've been seeing my favorite fighters get beat up for a minute. Like my favorite heavyweight was Mike Tyson. So just imagine how many losses and that kind of beatings I had to see from him. My boy was getting knocked out. Crazy.
Man,
think about how long you've been watching boxing, Just. Mm-hmm. How many fighters have you seen go out on top?
Right, man. Very few. I mean, they don't.
Andre Ward.
When I say go out,
Floyd Mayweather.
Better yet,
Joe Calzaghe.
Retire from.
That's about it.
Where it don't retire them type deal. Don't mess with Texas. Right. Good with it.
Did you see?
Like I said, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, Joe Calzaghe. That's about it, right?
Right. Yeah, it ain't too many.
Did you see that interview with Shakur Stevenson when they asked him about what he thought about Frank and Tank?
Mm-hmm.
He said Tank is gonna annihilate freaking Frank.
3 heads was good with it, fair. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not trying to insult Frank or nothing. He said, but we always talk about levels, and he said he is just not on that level with Tank.
Yeah, he just got to prove people wrong. That's his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? At 29 years old, he on borrowed time too, so to speak, right? 18 fights, he got to get a move on. You know what I mean? Aka Flex was.
But see, this is where I have a problem with Shakur, right? If you've never been in the ring with the dude, how do you know what level he's on?
I mean, he'll never know. I think he just gave his opinion because that's all it could be until you actually get in there and right? But I think that's just he going off of based on what he's seen. Only thing I could give him a leg to stand on, I would just say Frank is unproven. You know what I mean? We seen him perform at that level? Well, he got an opportunity to now. You know what I mean? And everybody was in that same seat that Frank is in. It's just how he gonna respond, when the light shined on him. Because he got an opportunity. Is he gonna fold or is he gonna stand tall?
Right. We had never really seen Tommy Hearns perform on that level, but he did. We had never seen Aaron Pryor perform on that level, but he did.
And I also do take what Shakur say, like it's coming from a place of like I don't want to, sour grapes, so to speak. Still like hate the way a situation unfolded. Like I could tell, you know what I'm saying? So when he give an assessment on him, it's not gonna be a good one. But at the end of the day, he know what it is. That dude, a good fighter when you see one. He just don't got nothing good to say about him because he don't like how their situation unfolded. But again, I said it to him when I had him on here. Like you knew that would be a fight of substance if you got in there with him. Like it. Like it kind of pissed you off because you knew they were saying he essentially said it. He like, oh y'all saying he'd do something with me. Ooh, and like he really wanted it because he kind of started paying attention to what the people were saying about Frank. So his opinion is his. Mine's is gonna remain the same. Frank Martin can fight. Until somebody show me he can't. I ain't got no reason to think. And losing the fight don't mean he can't fight. That dude can scrap. Like I said, I think I seen some of his best work with Michelle Rivera. That was very impressive, man. And I saying that because I just watched it more recently. Matter of fact, it make me want to watch it again, bro. If y'all family, if y'all ain't see that fight, recent memory, just go back and watch it again. The replay is always better. You're going to catch some stuff that you ain't seen. He was beating his ass. So I was like, man, damn. He was switched on. Punch placement, shot selection, his feet, defense. He just was like in his bag, bro. That was a shutout to me pretty much. Like he had no real bad moments in that fight. But then Artem, I also watched that one too because I wanted to show my cousin some work of Frank Martin. So I showed him what I believe is his best win and then his most challenging. And that Artem fight, you can't have that performance. You can't make those mistakes with Tank. All them body shots and those right hands he was giving up, clean flush shots. No, can't do that. He got a pretty good poker face, but I seen a couple times he took them big steps back when he got hit to the body. Clearly knew he was hurt. I was like, yeah, you could see it. So that's why Tank started yelling out he don't like body shots. But, people seen the Hector Garcia fight with Tank. He landed some good body shots. So people say Tank don't like body shots too. And I say this, no fighter like body shots. I wish people would stop letting these fighters lie to y'all or convince y'all for whatever reason that they like being punched. These dudes don't like being punched. None of them, bro. Like what? Ain't nobody going.
Not only one it seemed like they could eat body shots, believe it or not, is Fury. I've seen Wilder clock Fury to the body so many times, and Fury just ate it.
He just a weird specimen, bro. But all that stuff caught up to his ass. But yeah, he's an anomaly to some degree. Weird dude. But yeah, these dudes be thinking like, yeah, such and such like getting hit. I be looking like, you really believe that? What did he say that made you convinced? What fight that you seen? Like every fight you ever seen any fighter in, for the most part, they trying to not get hit. The ones that are smart. So ain't nobody out there like, yeah, I want to get hit. Don't believe that shit. Now, I do believe when certain fighters are hit, they, when they got that switch, right off the top. Crawford is one of them people. Like you get
the only one I've seen that actually don't mind getting hit is Matias.
He wanted back. I mean, I spoke to Kano, and he know him, so like not saying that he likes it, but what people see from him in terms of like getting hit. Not saying he's getting hit on purpose, but that approach is intentional to kind of because he know with that approach I'm going to get hit some, but while getting hit, I'm gonna be able to kind of gauge what you got a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? And perceive from there. It's risky as hell, it's dangerous, but it's just something that works for him. And it's gonna be one of them things that work until it don't. You know what I mean? We see the one little loss that he got, but he's bound to lose again. But right now, he's very dangerous. He's in shape, disciplined, like he pushed the fight, he's taking O's, he making people quit. It's fun to watch.
Even Tank said that he likes to feel somebody's power to know what they're working with. Yeah.
A lot of these dudes do. A lot of them do gauge it. That's how even the most fleet-footed guys, they feel that. You know what I mean? I think that's just how you gauge approach. You know what I mean? why stand in the pot? Obviously, if you're in there with more of a puncher, it's going to be more moving. That's just the right thing to do, the smart thing. You know what I mean? But you definitely got to fight them back. You can't just be in there to survive. So that lies outside of boxing. Yeah, all truth. LaMarcus Black Parent, what it do, fan? That's what people don't be realizing. The fans sometimes talk like boxing is just, this is it. Like they sacrifice a lot, especially when you got guys like Crawford that live a lifestyle and don't really indulge. And like the Mayweathers, think about how much they committed to the sport, living the life the right and doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, commitment on another level. Another level.
All right, bro. I'm just getting home from work and shit. I'm going back to the chat.
You already know, Will. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. Salute to my guy. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. We ain't done.
Tell my little dude, baby, do I said hello, bro, and tell him this do the same.
I got you. I got you.
Later,
bro. Punch that like button, y'all. Let's keep rocking, man. We building. We ain't done just yet. So yeah, man, Errol Spence is turning out to be a pretty solid promoter, man. I like how he moving his fighter, and I like the fact that he got him the biggest opportunity that he possibly could get. And fight is on June 15th. So salute to Errol. He ain't nothing about him, no hater. He ain't been nothing but solid in the sport, and he just every bit as solid to the fighter that he's promoting in Frank Martin. So I think with that, we're gonna see a damn good fight. But as I was speaking about earlier too, some of these people, like their Black Parent, man, much love, man, in the Cash App, man. Always, man, supporting the grind. Salute to you.
And
bro.
we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
I just did some wild stuff, just skipped up. Salute to my guy Andrew, man. Much love, bro. We gonna keep rocking. But like I said, man, when it's coming to this fight, you hearing some of these different things, man, and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, man. They saying Frank Martin, he has to KO Tank. He got to knock him out because he can't win a decision. People feel like if this fight is competitive at all and it goes the distance, it's definitely going to the money guy, the more popular guy, and Tank Davis. That's not always the case though. But at the same token, I'm not with pushing that narrative simply because, like, if we're being honest, I mean, Tank got 29 fights. Name us one solitary fight where the outcome was in question or they cheated the other guy so Tank could win. I've never seen him get unfavorable scorecards in his favor, though. You know what I'm saying? That cheats the other guy. I've never seen that. So I ain't about to push that now for this fight. And shit, 27 out of the 29 times he got in the ring, they've been knockouts. So who's to say that this fight even go the distance for them to cheat anybody? So I'm not about to push that narrative. Look, the people that's pushing that BS, when you sit here and try to draw up these conspiracies, now we know decisions and bad decisions is part of boxing, but it's not for sure that that's going to be the case here. So why put the energy in the air? We don't know until it happens. So why just anticipate a robbery before it happened? Why are we even thinking that way, right? We already putting that energy in the air. And then, like I said, more times than not, those fights end in knockouts. So who's to say it's going to go the distance anyway? And like I said, people are indirectly telling me that y'all don't have faith in Frank Martin. So y'all don't have faith that he can go in there and gut it out against Tank and dethrone him and win a close decision without getting robbed. Why y'all feel like he's going to get robbed? Shouldn't his performance be clean enough for the people that's saying he going to upset? Man, watch how everybody face beat when he beat Tank. That's what y'all saying. So you shouldn't be worried about no decision. And if you believe what Errol Spence said, if you believe what EJ said as a fighter, you know what I mean, as a promoter, he said it's going to be 1 through 12 domination. So why is people concerned? Who y'all scared? My bad, John. My voice be going out. The voice be losing his voice. I gotta give me some coffee or something like that. Feel like they almost robbed Pitbull when he fought Cabrera. Fight wasn't even close to me. I get that, but you know what I'm saying. And I ain't saying the decisions ain't bad, right? I acknowledge that, but just like for Tank specifically, right? Where at in his fights do you see like somebody having to get robbed? That's all I was saying. Like, so for the people saying that, why should that be the case for this fight? It's always either a knockout or the couple of decisions he got, they were fair. You get what I'm saying? But I get you with that Cabrera and Pitbull fight. He was making Pitbull look pretty shitty too. This fight is not going 12. Talk to him, man. Bro said it ain't going the distance. LaMarcus said it ain't going the distance. Skills, my brother. Fight has classic written all over. Absolutely. Car has classic written all over it. Frank is perfectly tanked. He aggressive. He doesn't go backwards. But he can. He can fight backwards, though. He can move laterally. He got movement. He got good feet. That's the thing. Frank Martin, his best chance is to use his complete toolbox. Like, I think that's his best chance is to empty the toolbox and don't even play with it. Don't save nothing, like empty the toolbox. You got to assume that you're going to need every tool that you got in that box and then some. So you got to come to fight. 1-12 domination is crazy work. Ain't it? It's very ambitious, ain't it? Very ambitious. Tank Frank to fight his sleep. Man, that's funny, man. But yeah, so that when I hear that statement, you know, he gotta knock Tank out, man. It's crazy, he gotta knock him out. He can't go to decision, man. They go to decision, they gonna rob Frank. Watch what I tell you. But I get it though. I get it. Don't get it wrong. Like we ain't never seen it, but I get it. But I don't want to put that energy out there simply because we ain't seen it before, and I don't think we're gonna need a robbery to determine the outcome of this fight. I think the winner of this fight is just gonna simply be the better guy. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be much to debate about. I mean, if the fight is that razor thin and close, then shit, we're gonna get a rematch. Shit, if he lose, then it's gonna be a rematch anyway. So, you know what I mean? I think we in for a treat, man. Tank said no link ups after the fight, you know, Earl, man. Man, Tank shout out, bro. Tank be taking it personal, bro. Tank don't be beat, man. That shit is funny, bro. They gonna show love after the fight. Watch. He's saying that now. He just a little upset. He probably just a little upset. He probably just a little mad, you know. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all good, y'all. Don't worry, man. Tank gonna be all good. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be good. But yeah, man. I don't. He said take Patty. Yeah, he is. He Patty. But they gonna be good. They're gonna be good. Matias versus Parra gonna be a hell of a fight. Yeah, hell yeah. For how long it lasts. Let's see if Matias keeps his KO, his KO streak intact. You get what I'm saying? With 100, his KO ratio at 100%. Let's see. Know what I mean? It's gonna be impressive because Parra has a lot of he got the skill set to make this a tough fight for Matias, but I just don't know how long he can last. Like once he hits Matias with some good shots and he's still there. Because he's not going to Montana love Matias. No disrespect to Montana love. But that fight not going to play out that way in my opinion. So Matias look like he in phenomenal shape for this fight too. So it's just going to lead to a real scrap. Yeah, they are. Yeah. His ass whipping time. Tank 7-10. Yeah, I'm saying 8-10 Black Parent. I got that 8-10 too vibe. And next Saturday, too, absolutely, Sammy. Adrien Molina, my God, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. Hold on, man. Let me not forget. Hold on, y'all. Why I got y'all here? Why I remember? Because pardon me, my memory be bad sometimes. Let me play this. The video for the raffle. Y'all can win a 55-inch flat screen TV for $10. And if you want to enter it, you let your boy know, and we're going to take care of that for you. But let me play this. Salute to the JBT family.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some thrilling news for all of you. We're launching a raffle where you can win a brand new 55-inch television just by making a payment of $10. Yes, you heard it right. Just $10. Each entry must be made through Cash App with your name. The winner will be announced live at our GBT meet and greet on July 13th. The more entries you make, the higher your chances of taking home this outstanding flat-screen television. So, don't miss this incredible opportunity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this exciting contest. And remember, with each entry you make, you increase your chances of winning this amazing prize. Thanks for tuning in and good luck to all of you.
Salute to my JBT family. Salute to my guy Remo, man. So again, if y'all want to join or enter that raffle to win a 55-inch TV for $10, you let your boy know, and we gonna take care of that. We gonna get you right. Yeah, nope. You watch the Ergensen fight, Para not punching like that. Yeah. He said just flip the coin, AB for the win. Take my stoppage at 9. Oh man, I say 8 to 10, and I say that because Tank be taking his time working his way into the fight. You know what I mean? I think Frank will be scrappy throughout as long as it lasts. I don't think it'll be easy, but it ain't none of this supposed to be easy at this level. And Frank gonna bring his best. That's why I say when you are the guy, especially when you fight an undefeated guy at the undefeated guy, low key, that's what Tank been doing on the low. People don't be knowing. Hey, what is this? Is Hector? Rolly, Ryan, I'll go. Or no, Rolly, Hector, Ryan, and then now you got Frank. Oh, there's them 3, 4 O's in a row. Like, come on, man. Dude taking dudes O's and beating them at the absolute best. You might be right, Thrill. I think you might be right, though. And that's the problem right from the start. That's where his success going to be. He going to be able to box and land shots early, right? But if he don't have the effect that he typically used to having, or that, where he can get his respect, he's going to be in some troubles. They suffer. Aside from the fight day numbers, the pay-per-view numbers, did people boo taking your time? Did he last all 12? And why? Did he have a rehydration clause? Right. That they was trying to force it and say it was one, but it ain't. It's a rematch clause and not no rehydration. So, oops, it was a wood nickel. Don King for the win. Shit, great. Darius, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Want Tank to step to Frank from round 1 like he did for Pedraza, get back into that old Tank back. He might have to, Darius, especially if Frank fight the way he said. Like I was saying earlier, he said he gonna step. He said he's stepping from round 1. Stepping from round 1 sound like you trying to bring a fight to him. So I want to see it. I want to see just what kind of fight you able to bring to him. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. But yeah, man, I like that, Darius. I remember that fight, how he fought Pedraza. It was a fun fight to watch. But the thing is, man, I think Frank got some more athleticism, better feet possibly than Pedraza. I don't know. Arguably, man. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting, though. You know what I'm saying? He said he might let him survive a little bit. Yeah, then you going to box with him. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, like bro was saying earlier, I wonder who's going to land the first significant shot is what I want to see. I want to see who's going to land the first significant shot and who's going to be forced to make the first in-fight adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Because they both got coaches and fighters capable of making that happen. Ernest, what's good with it, fam? Stepping around 1 sounds the language used in the fish fry. That's because it is, Ernest. That's because it is. What's good, family? It's definitely that kind of language. It's definitely that. Frank and Tank throw the same counters. Who y'all think where's the speed advantage? Who got the speed advantage? You know what I'm saying? Fender Bender, my guy. So I'm crazy. I think Tank going to take 12-round beating. You chuck the date. Tank been running a lot. You talking about like road work, Aisha? Road work? Because I could imagine like the shape that these dudes trying to be in for this fight. And it's going to be tip top for sure. Oh, yeah. Salute to my brother, Jay Hardcore, man. I hope you're good over there. No, he probably being a mighty voyeur. Probably being a mighty voyeur right now. We know 2 things for sure. Yeah, man. They both got good reflexes, good timing, good speed. Could move laterally, got good feet. He got educated feet. You know what I mean? Very aware in there. I think I've seen Frank Martin fight in spurts. I've seen him look a little tired down the stretch of fights. Not gassed, but tired. Slow down just a bit. He said her fight, he ran every day for 3 months so he could keep his pace up. Oh, ooh, I like that. I like that. Tank has equalized on both hands. I like that. Tank got like a Ghostbuster. I like that, Aisha. I like that. Because that's telling me he could be preparing for something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's doing that for no reason. You know, I like that, because if he's anticipating and keeping his pace up, that means he probably guessing that Frank gonna try to come in there and outwork him, and think that's because I know damn well Tank know people say he don't throw a lot of punches, so I know he has the ability to do it. And a more active Tank is a dangerous Tank for me. Like, you always run the risk of opening yourself to getting countered more when you more offensive, but if you just looking at the numbers and when you as accurate and as efficient as Tank, it shouldn't be a problem. It should work in your favor. Frank is sharp and patient. Yeah, he is. But you know what's crazy? Tank is even more patient than him. I don't think you got out-patience that guy. He's going to trap Frank. Kevin King, what it do, fam? How you feeling, bro? I like Frank, and I think he good. Tank gonna try to make a statement. Yeah, he said he been going through. He said too bad it had to be him, right? He said he taking it out on Buddy. He taking that frustration and that stress out on Buddy. You did. Interesting. Tank, Benavidez, and Canelo next move. Yeah, me too, Adrien, for sure. Not trying to look ahead, but I would like to see which fight would be next for him on the order of the 6-7 fights. For Benavidez, I think he's staying up at 75. He said the only fight that he would go back down for is Canelo. So I think he'll stay at 75. I did hear that if he's to win this fight, it might put him in position to challenge the winner of Better Beef and Beevil. So maybe that'd be something he's looking to do. Zach B said Frank better get off the interviews and get in the gym more. Which I make about the glasses. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. I think the glasses is a sign that the weight cut kicking his ass, or I think he was just styling. I mean, man, even locked up, you say you got a lot built out. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. It might get bad. One doesn't waste a punch, one doesn't waste time, and that's Tank. He sparred each other, so it's a matter of time for Tank catching. The real question is, can Frank take it? Yeah, man, because he's gonna get hit. He gonna get hit. 12 round pounds per pound of boxing juice. You know it. Sloop defender, man. Who hits harder, Frank or Errol? Errol for sure. I think it would be like Canelo versus Munguia. Frank is going to eat. Tank going to have to throw more punches than he usually do. And that's probably why Deontay, that he said, like Aisha said, that he said he's been doing a lot of running to keep his pace up. So I'm guessing he's anticipating or at least preparing for having to up his punch output, because I know that's something that he can do. I know it's something he can do. The dude be in great shape, man. He be in great shape. So I just want to see it, because again, if he throw more punches, it's more exciting. It's more exciting for us and more dangerous for his opponent, for sure. Don King got to be the funniest promoter. I be trying not to laugh, man. My man made a comment. He said, man, is Don King smiling or crying right now? He was like, what's happening right now? He asked if Don was smiling or crying. He don't know which one. Look like he doing both at the same time, crying or smiling. Right, man, I take them breaks in the ring like he be doing. That's gonna get him stopped sooner. Yeah, the Darius, the fighting in the spurts, bro. That's the stuff that people been pointing out. That his tendency to fight in spurts, and some of that might be gas tank or muscles or something like that. He say, y'all crazy, man. Ernest say he gotta let the jacket and them flags go. Yo, y'all sick. Don King like 114. Yeah, Don been excuse me, y'all. Don been around for a minute. Been around for a long time. Jacket ain't that jacket ain't been washed for 12 years. Yeah, crazy. He started the interview in the car. I think that's why he had shades on. Yeah. See, that's why I asked, because I know it could be, one thing, but it could just be him being, you know, stylish, or like you said, it being in the car, sun being in his eyes, something like that. He look like he in good shape. Look like he in good shape. But I know they be feeling like the dark shades is covered to cover their eyes and stuff like that. So that same shit he happened to do. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, he still be hanging in there talking and stuff. Gotta have that road work. Terrell Cameron, what's good, family? How you feeling? Don the EBT of promoters. Don still pushing, still making it happen. Still getting fighters, putting on shows, bro. Bring has shown a tendency to not follow DJ's instructions. That would be a factor when he gets hit with one of them kettlebells. He said, take swinging kettlebells, huh? Nah, yeah. He talked about it, and we seen it in a couple fights, not just one. We seen it in a couple fights. He said it. You know, he has a tendency not to listen to him. I think if that happens, yeah, it makes the fight more difficult for him moving forward. It's risky. You got to be smart. You got to listen to your coach. You got to follow the game. You got to see the game plan through from beginning to end, especially because your promoter puts so much pressure on you by saying you're going to dominate him from 1 to 12. That got everybody talking. Salute to my baby girl, Miss JusDueBoxing. How you feeling, baby girl? Don't work too hard. You was in the meetings. AB better win tomorrow. Yeah, man. We need him to win, nostalgia. We need it, bro. He went in the crib, probably got permanent. Oh, man. Man, y'all crazy. Yeah, AB got to pull this dub off. We need this win for him now. I want to see him get a win and get his hand raised to be good for him, bro. It'd be cool to see him talk some shit after he win. But it ain't gonna be easy, man. He got his work cut out for him. Blair the Flair is gonna make it a fight. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something, y'all. Ooh. So yeah, man. I tell you what, y'all Frank Martin fans better tighten up out here, cause y'all looking in the lab, y'all starting to sound like y'all worried for Frank. Don't start making excuses before the fight start about cheating and getting robbed on the cards. Like, he might take a nap. You take a nap, you ain't even gotta worry about no cards. He said, did you see the Masvidal Diaz press conference? Nate called Masvidal, yeah. And it brawl broke out. Damn, I ain't catch it. I'm gonna go look it up though. Never underestimate no one. Yeah, nah, you can't underestimate and get you beat. I mean, just ask Devin Haney. Don't care what he say. He underestimated Ryan. That's what cost him ultimately, I think. He underestimated him, and he overlooked, and he didn't prepare properly. And that shit cost him big time. Big time. Good thing about boxing, man, you got an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and bounce back, you know. AB gonna start off with the stoppers and think I'll finish it next week. Yeah, man, we need that. We need that. Or just get a win, man. I'll take the win. I'll take a win. Definitely take a win. And a cool old win from AB, man. I love it. Love to see him win. Hey, don't mess with Texas. What it do? What it do? Man, let's get to something else though, man. Yeah, so man, I should have brought it up when I had Will up here. Somebody brought up Wilder again. Y'all think Deontay Wilder deserves to go into the Hall of Fame? Timothy Stoudemire, what's good, family? Because I know Tim Bradley usually piss everybody off, and he be having a lot of shit to say. But he actually gave Wilder his flowers, man, to some degree. I'm going to play this clip, but I'm going to get my thoughts on it. It's something I seen because I think he could just retire right now and end up in the Hall of Fame in due time. I think it'd take a while. Like Tim was saying in this clip, I'm gonna play this clip real quick, and we're gonna get to it.
But to boxing standards, Deontay Wilder will be a Hall of Famer. Will he be a first ballot? Probably not. Probably not. You got guys like Ernie Shavers that is in the Hall of Fame now. He got in there, I believe it was 1991. It's been some time.
Late.
But he got in there. So if Ernie Shavers got in there with his resume and what he's been able to accomplish, Deontay Wilder will more than likely get in there as well.
Yeah, I feel him. Like he said, maybe not first ballot, but I think he'd get in there. If you just look at what he was able to do, bronze medal, 10 title defenses, had a hell of a run. You get what I'm saying? Not too many people, even all his peers right now, and all these guys that they say so much better than him, none of them dudes got 10 title defenses, and some of these dudes don't got bronze medals or medals of any sort, right? Or some of these dudes got medals, but not the title defenses. So he did some of both, man. I think he could always retire with his head held high, but like I was saying, I was hearing some rumblings that the fact that, you think he is first ballot? I feel you. I just feel like long as he get in there, I'm cool. Don't slight that man. If Bradley's in there, yeah. Facts, Mike. Facts. And I'm glad he gave it to him. I'm glad he gave him his just due, because he definitely deserved it. Because they say he in there because he fought Pacquiao. The Pacquiao win is why Bradley is in there. Maybe the most logical thing I've heard from Tim. J Bean, Boxing and Bad Peace family said Wilder saved U.S. heavyweight boxing. Tell him, bro. Tell him he brought some excitement that was lacking from the division and from boxing as a whole, and you just could never take that.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right. Young Tim Bradley's in the Hall of Tim Bradley's in the Hall of Fame, right? Nah, good question. Right, J Bean. That's real. Real talk. Jay Allen, what's good, family? How you feeling? That's good with it. Yeah, man, he rejuvenated heavyweight boxing, and it's just crazy. You hate to see when the run is over, but it's all good, you know. If he continues to swing on, to fight on, I'm gonna watch it. Is Loma first ballot? I don't think so. Maybe they'll push for it, maybe based on him being the fastest to 3 divisions, right? When it, being the champion in 3 divisions or something like that. They always talk about that, but it's like if you give a lot of these current fighters Loma's record, they wouldn't even be thought about being in no damn Hall of Fame. But yeah, they gonna say he gonna go in there. He said Tim can get in the Hall of Fame, then Wilder can make it. Absolutely. But it's funny because Tim is backing it. Tim like, yeah, for sure. I mean, he definitely getting in there. I like the fact that Tim backing that. He absolutely did resurrect the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun ride. And the ride might not be over, man. Maybe it was a 3. Yep. Facts, he was, man. That's why I say he's still with all he accomplished, some say he's still underachieved, but that's saying a lot when you're a damn 4 division champion. That's crazy. That's saying a lot when you're a 4 division champion. And somebody still saying you underachieved. Just think about what he could have done. You know what I mean? So that's boxing for you, though. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, Miss Joette, for sure. That's why I say it was a fun ride, man. It'll be another heavyweight that we could rock with. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like Jared Anderson, and he got a good fight coming up. He got a good fight with Martin Bacoli coming up. Good test for him. Good test for him. I think he's gonna pass for sure. I got faith in the young Jared Anderson, man. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, he got a real test on his hands. He got a real test on his hands with Martin Cole. And that whole, like I said, that whole card is solid. It's a good one. It's a good one. But he looked like he putting in that dog work. And we got Xander Zayas on Saturday. Xander Zayas fighting Teixeira. That's a tough fight for him. Is Jared break if he win convincing? Like I know he can win it. Be up from here. Yeah. I think he could win this fight and keep on pushing. Move on to the next level. Better off with Mark Breland. I think a lot of people say that because they felt like Mark Breland understood exactly what he was, and that's what he honed in on. What Wilder was, not what he wasn't. I mean, past the glory, Adrien Broner is back in full form. Finna let the mans go crazy. I hope so, past the glory. Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button, subs to the channel if y'all haven't. Shares and mess around or walking. Oh, you said, are they Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Yeah, hell yeah. For sure. Clarissa about to go chase another weight class. She about to go conquer another weight class. It's crazy. Just got another upset last night. Vladimir Hernandez is his name, I believe. He said, please don't Wilder. Yeah, he's still, I think he's still trying to go. His mom said he should retire. His dad said he need a new trainer. Trey said, whatever happened to send that contract? It got a little quiet, man. You know, got a little quiet for that. Send the contract stuff. You know, that's those kind of talks kind of cease when you know, when things happen, man. A bad loss will do you bad, man. Bad loss will do you some good in a way. Quite humble you. My father always told me anyone can lose any given day. There's always somewhere as your kryptonite, for sure. For sure. You fight enough of the who's, your chances of losing go up significantly, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But losses are just part of the game. And fighters marketing their is part of the game too, because they feel like that's how they're gonna get the money, staying undefeated. We'll see. Well, we shall see. Settle the statement actually makes it profound. Understand what he was and what he was not. Yeah, and focus on what he wasn't. Yeah, facts. Skills. Appreciate you, brother. That's a fact. And I just listen to people, and that's what they feel like the difference is. You know what I mean? Made it me sharpened and honed in on what he was and what he was good at, rather than the shit that he wasn't good at and the shit that he wasn't. You know what I mean? Can't, especially at a certain age, it's too late to reinvent the wheel. I ain't saying you can't brush up on some rough edges and smooth out some of the kinks, but all that trying to totally reinvent yourself to the point where now when you get in the ring, it's like a mental block, because instead of you letting the hands flow fluidly and smoothly, like you look stiffer, you overthinking. It's like a mental block. You aiming your right hand instead of letting it fly and whipping it in there, and your opponent can see it from a mile away. So you're not throwing it the same way that you once would. Your delivery system is a little off because of, I guess, the things that you worked on. It seemed like it changed you. That's like overall, like, I can understand that you're working on things that you feel like will make you better, but it could be like an overload on information. Maybe you got too much too fast, and then you get in there and you can't execute these things at that level. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't box. You just can't win like that. And somebody made a great point. He can't execute the things that he's being taught with Malik Scott, with these fighters that are at an elite level. It's almost impossible to do it. Peace. And blessings to my boxing mom, the Queen Barbara D. Much love, much appreciation in that super chat. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing well over there.
If I was Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit. As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due,
right?
And you ain't never got to box again. That would have been.
Salute to the Queen Barbara D. Appreciate you, boxing mom. Appreciate you. Yeah, so man, I just think for Wilder, man, that much time off away from boxing, that amount of time away, and he kind of had too much time to change his mental. And look, you can't be in a sport where you care about the well-being of a fighter to the point where it bleeds over into your performance, and you now, because of that, you unwilling to be yourself, or you unable to be yourself. You trying, but you just can't bring that side out of you because subconsciously you worried about hurting the next man. And I know I said this before, I just got to highlight it. When you go from talking about wanting the body on your record to crying after you knock somebody out, talking about how you got kids and all that stuff, like you ain't got kids, then that's a totally different mentality. And now you telling me that you care a little too much about the well-being of your opponent, so it's harder for you to execute. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like you trying to convince yourself that you still want to hurt people at this level, but then when you get in the ring, you're unable to display it. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's one of them things where I think you changed very late in your career, and it might be for the worst. That might have put a cap to your ceiling or to your comeback. It's gonna be harder for you to come back if you sitting around, overly concerned about if you're gonna hurt somebody, and then you see Zane, should he knock you out and go celebrate? Like that's what you need to be on. You get what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with him, win, lose, or draw, but that's again, it's gonna be hard to recapture that fire and that level of intensity, because to perform at the level Wilder was performing at, just imagine how much that take out of you, bro. He giving boxing everything, bro. So I don't know. I think after too much time off, losses, bad losses, knockout losses, time to sit around and think. You become a shell of yourself to some degree, whether you want to or not. And then you only getting older. So I don't know. I don't know if you can find this fountain of youth that you're gonna need in order to be the guy again. You know what I'm saying? Each one of these fights gonna only continue to be tougher from here on out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Especially if you're not going to go the tune-up route because you feel like you ain't got the time. Like elite fighters after knockout losses, that's only going to be tough. You get what I'm saying? And that's another thing. And that's the parallel and comparison that I draw with Errol Spence, with him supposedly having a fight coming up with Sebastian Fundora. You took even though it was one loss, it was a bad loss, but you've been through surgeries and car wrecks and different things that have taken some boxing years off your life probably. So now you get what I'm saying? You run the risk of coming off a tough knockout loss. Now you got to get in there with another guy that's a formidable opponent, and you gotta ask yourself to overcome all these obstacles to beat him, and that's gonna be tough as hell to do. 6'5.5" guy, you ain't never fought nobody that big in the ring. You got a new trainer. I'm hearing that you looking terrible in sparring, getting touched up. You know what I mean? And like Shelton said, to his credit, I mean, he been out for a long time. So if he in there with active fighters that been doing it for a while, he gonna be getting touched up. But so it's only normal. But to hear that is almost like a slight concern, because you just don't typically hear that about Errol Spence like that. So we'll see. We'll see if he's able to change the outcome of his training camps. Because I'm hearing he getting touched on. Sounds like Wilder has a mental limiter switch. It sounds like he just like it's some type of mental block when he get in there, bro. Like he second guess hurting his guy now. You know what I'm saying? He second guess hurting his guy. Or he just overthinking one. You know what I'm saying? He might still want to hurt guys, but If you overthinking and not executing, you're not throwing your shots, then get what I'm saying? He can't be that long and that linky and athletic with no jab. You need a jab, bro. You can't operate at that level with no jab. Get what I'm saying? You need the jab, bro. You need a consistent jab too, especially if you fighting these big ass dudes. You outweighed by damn near 70 pounds. You need a consistent jab or a weapon other than the right hand that's gonna keep your guy honest and up out your face. And all that moving with that wide stance, he look uncomfortable. That's something that I've seen. I don't remember the last time I've seen him look comfortable. Even in the Miscellaneous fight, it just looked like he wasn't all the way comfortable like he be. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something wrong, but that's what I've been seeing since the Fury fights. It seemed like the comfortability is not where it once was. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him being as comfortable as he usually is. Sparring dude could be young also. Oh yeah, that too. All that stuff is possible. 12. It's real. It's real. You want to give him some leeway, some benefit of doubt. It's very early, right? It's very early in the game. He is looking like he got a bunch of weight and stuff to cut. So I could imagine that he's nowhere near top form right now. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't expect him to be. But again, just hearing the initial story that he out there getting touched up, it'll make you think once or twice, man. Like, dang, is he gonna return to form? So we gonna find out. Because again, Mr. No Tune-Up about to find himself in there with Doslam from Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? He about to be in there with Doslam of the junior middleweight division. That man got the height and reach of a damn heavyweight. Height and reach of a damn heavyweight, bro. It's gonna be hard, man. Layoffs. This dude done been through some wars, but that's the flip side of it too. Shit, Sebastian Fundora got some wear and tear too. Now he been in about the Tim Tszyu fight. Ain't been the only war. That fight, the Mendoza fight, Gervonta Clark. He been in about 3-4 wars. So wear and tear is real for him too. I mean, father figure type trainer. Something to speak wisdom to his soul. I guess you know what that never hurts though, because that's just honesty. I guess you could say he just needs somebody that's really gonna keep it real with him and let him know exactly where he at this point. And that's just unfortunate he couldn't finish this run with Derek James, because I thought they was a hell of a team together. But whatever. He said he looking for a trainer. He said he been out in Philly. Looking for some trainers, seeing who he meshed with. So we gonna find out. We're gonna find out who he meshed with, but it ain't gonna be easy, man. And he can't rush the situation either. So it's crazy, because as he's continued to look, time is constantly going. So it's like, what are you gonna do? And even when you do find a trainer, how well are you gonna be able to mesh with them in that amount of time? Yeah, hell no. A yes man gonna get you hurt. A yes man gonna get you hurt. 100%. 100% the yes man gonna get you hurt. If you don't look good, and that's the thing. Why I would have liked to see him finish the journey with Derek James, preferably, just in my opinion. Like, Derek James seen him at his absolute best, so I feel like he would be able to tell more so than anybody else if he's not the same. You get what I'm saying? Other people that ain't worked with him in the gym and probably seen him work don't know you get what I'm saying, to look for the same way Derek James would, in my opinion. And I ain't saying that no trainers could pick up and if you just don't look like you got it, but you get what I'm saying? And maybe I don't know if somebody gonna be able to push him the way DJ was able to push him. I mean, DJ and EJ made a good duo, man. Good duo, man. Good duo, good team, man. But all good things come to an end. They got that fight. It's nothing for Fundora to go for inspection. And they say you're not ready to get in more time. You know how they do. Yeah. And if that happened, then he in trouble. That's more trouble. Because any longer, then I'm telling you, that's just crazy. I just don't know what to expect when you on layoffs like that. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have a lot to prove. He's gonna have a lot to prove coming off this layoff. A lot of eyes gonna be on him, and nobody giving him the benefit of the doubt because some people ready to write him off anyway. Oh shit. Oh, something else I wanted to talk about too while we here. While we are here. Boom, 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 boom. Something else I'm gonna talk about for a minute, family, while we still here. So they got the fights. Oh, I see that. This Uysk, did y'all see that Uysk talking about going back down to cruiserweight? Dude said it's his plan. When he started heavyweight training camps, he eating all the time. He said for him it's hard. He don't like it 3 times a day. Water, protein, bananas. It's a lot of food. And this is, I think you'll have to look at Uysk in a whole different light if he's not only able to, become undisputed in cruiserweight. Then he moved up. He became undisputed at heavyweight. If he's able to beat Tyson Fury again and even remotely go back down to cruiserweight and become undisputed again for the 3rd time, man, I don't know. I just think that's different. That's crazy. He already undisputed in 2 divisions in cruiser and heavyweight in 22 fights. Beating Tyson Fury again will make him with 23 fights, allowing him to go back down to cruiserweight and chase them titles down there for an opportunity to be undisputed again in that weight class. It'd be crazy, man. That's why I say this dude is one of the most skillful fighters that we got in boxing. His rhythm is second to none. And Bevel is another one of those guys, man. He reminds me of that type of, Uysk, the Bevels. Very disciplined, rhythm fighters, not the biggest punchers, but you obviously see they got the ability to hurt that guy and get him out of there. So I like both of those dudes. Uysk, man, that'd be something special if he does it. He's able to go back down and chase some more history. Man, that GOAT conversations or now I don't even want to say GOAT conversation. I say the pound for pound conversation start up again, man. And I think he started to create more distance between himself and everybody else. But the interesting thing is, I wonder if he realizes that Terence Crawford is also in position to snatch up undisputed for his third weight class too. You know what I mean, for the 3rd, and that's 3 weight classes though. So if he's able to get it done, man, it's impressive, man. I want to see it. I want to see him chase the greatness. But I think Bud really got a real good chance at snatching up belts at 54. I think it's wide open since Charlo belt's been getting stripped. I don't see nobody definitively beating him, especially if he look like he belonged at 54 when he fight Madrimov, man. I think he in good position. Good position. My bad. So we'll see, man. Uysk don't like all that eating, huh? Uysk is. So let me find out, man. Tyson Fury got beat by a small, little ass, undersized heavyweight that don't even like eating to be up there. He don't like eating 3 times a day. He sound like me. He said it's a lot. Water, protein, bananas. I ain't never heard nobody complain about that. That's how you know he an undersized heavyweight. He don't belong eating. Like, he got to eat a lot just to be up there. It's crazy. That's why I respect him, man. Salute to Uysk, man. Hell of an undisputed champion, man. Whether he win a rematch or not, he's still a special fighter. And then I also see that he says he feels like Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez. I like that. Makes me feel better about me picking Canelo to lose to Crawford. Terence Crawford is my friend, but he's a crazy man. I say Terence wins. Listen, Terence is different, man. Terence works in 2 stances. He's a very, very, very smart man. He gave him a lot of praise right there. Opulent LD TV. Blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? He gave Bud Crawford a ton of praise right there. So he's a very, very, very smart man. I agree. I think he got an opportunity to snatch up them belts at 54 though, but I don't know if he'll be undisputed. Maybe Virgil Ortiz could have something to say about that. Or maybe Charlo will come back down and try to stake his claim again, reclaim his throne at 54. Who knows? Who knows, man? I'm watching the Canelo McGee fight. Canelo got to way slower with the hands. Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, 12, when you say that, just think about that. He got slower with the hands. What do Benavidez got? You get what I'm saying? Fast hands. What else do we got? Power. Speed and power, size. He don't want to deal with that. That's exactly why he's staying away from a guy like that. It's styles, man. Styles make fights, and Canelo know full well. He got taught that. He got taught that lesson when he fought Floyd. That's all that tells me, is that he'd never fight him. You can see that his hands got slower. He know what's up. I would love to be wrong about him fighting that dude, but I don't see it. I don't see myself being wrong about it at all. I don't see it, man. It ain't gonna happen. Took advantage of McGee, that inexperience, and the fact that he knew he just didn't have it, and they could sell the fact that he's a knockout guy. That's why he fought him. And he got more time to decide whether or not he gonna fight William Skull. I'm hearing that he might fight this dude. That's crazy, man. William Skull would be wild if he fight him. Maybe he pay him step aside. Nah, he don't want him. It's Styles, 12. He don't want them Styles. Like, if he's slowing down, Benavidez is every bit as fast as he's been. He's dangerous. He big. Nah, he don't want to do it. Stylistically, it'd be a headache for him. Because he'd be throwing punches. I don't think Canelo got the legs to constantly evade him. I don't think he got the upper body movement that he once had to constantly make him miss all night like that. I don't see it. Smooth butt at 147. Virgil's going to choke on a smoke at 54. No, maybe catch Bud slipping, Bud getting old, Mr. Impride. Maybe he think he got one. But my question is, if Canelo had to fight his Mando IBF, does the 10-pound rule stand? No, because he got all the belts. Canelo like the rap. Hard workers were super arrogant. Yeah. Like they shit don't say, right, like the actor, right? Like the actor, for sure. I got your Remo. Nah, I think Bud is yeah, I don't think they want that. He might be too crafty for Virgil, bro. Cause I don't think you beat Bud just trying to overpower him. I think you got to really have a real game plan, bro. You can't just beat him. You just can't go in there and try to overpower him. I think that's what Virgil will try to do, impose as well. I don't know. It could be tricky. Because Bud ain't showed no real signs of slippage or slowing down or nothing like that. He ain't show no signs of slipping. No signs of slipping. Canelo over everybody. Yeah, I just wish he'd fight everybody. He ain't gotta fight everybody, just a couple of them somebodies, you know? Just fight a couple of them somebodies. Remo was good with it, bro.
What's good, my guy?
What's going on with you?
Man, at work. You know, the people think I ain't got no job. They think I ain't got no job, but I'm at work.
You got no job, but he at work.
Thanks. Now, I want to tap in with you about the whole Errol thing. I don't know what people expect, how he's supposed to talk about somebody he fight. He's supposed to be promoting his one and only fighter at that. Like, what people not saying that he said that, you know, this man instilled the trust in him with no experience.
Right.
You know, like, so he gonna put the best foot forward, and this is really his first time around, really promoting like in the camera. And the nigga,
right,
he's saying all the right things, but he got him the fight that everybody wanted.
Right.
And it's still the people still not pleased. Shakur, I wish Shakur stopped doing interviews about the situation, but you know, him calling him a C-class fighter, and then he was going to fight him. Come on, be like, you know, I get it, cool, but chill, man. I get it, bro. But you know how us people on the East Coast, we be bitter, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
he ain't feeling Frank, man. Ain't feeling him.
I ain't dug me for him. Now you C-class, but you know.
Right.
I think Errol doing the right thing, man. He ain't gonna talk sweet about Tank as much as he might be cool with him, or they beefing at the time, whatever the case might be.
No peace talks. You know what I'm saying? You can't big up the opponent right now, the opposition. They already know what you think of him right now. It's my guy. I got the guy to beat all of that. That's where he coming from. So it's all cool.
Facts. He doing, you know, Tank is a hell of a fighter, but you know that he doing the Mayweather. Tank a hell of a fighter, but you know, Frank coming in there 12-0. 12-0 is crazy, but I get it. I get it.
Errol feeling good. He had his promoter hat on. Say, yeah, my fighter is winning from round 1 to 12. Domination.
Shout out to Coach Kenny. He said, man, I hope everything is well, man. Got the glasses on.
Nah, he ain't peace, family. I was good with it. Yeah. Man, you
I ain't like them glasses neither, Josh. I ain't like them.
Yeah. The Frank joints, the Frankies. Frankie. A lot of these glasses I don't like. They don't know. They be too exaggerated for me. Big as hell on the face, heavy, thick. I mean, dudes always wearing them in the damn dark.
See, I don't mind, but I just ain't like his. And then Coach Kenny, you know what? That whole camp is a little funny because Coach Kenny's like he ain't like the glasses, and then Coach Calvin said, "Man, it wasn't nothing that Devin did wrong. It was them sneakers, them boxing boots that he had on."
Yeah. damn, what I forgot what they called them.
The fair guard joints.
Man, I'm telling you. I seen them. I said, yo, what is them? And then you got some other videos and the trunks. The trunks the wrong color, man, because the sweat stains was wild. It was out there saying he
pooped himself.
Put it on himself. I'm like, damn, he going nuts on him right now. He going crazy.
Crazy. You know, like when you get locked up with a bad fit, you just burn the whole fit. Just burn out.
Hell yeah. At the loss like that, that's not a fit that you keep. Definitely not them kicks. Those was bad. Even if you win, you burn them. Them shoes was not it at all. They was far out of pocket. Like, I don't know what possessed you to think, yeah, I'm good in these. The damn slippers with a sole. That's what they look like, our socks with a sole.
Thanks. Just forget 420 ever happened. Like,
I'm telling you, burn that outfit, bro. Don't keep it in the because he got consecutive bad fits because he came out with the Missy Elliott I Can't Stand the Rain bubble coat on for Regis. That was wild work too, man. I was like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah, he shot out with that.
I Can't Stand the Rain. I like puffy jacket. I said, what the hell? Busta Rhymes. He came out there tripping. No, man.
Yo, they gave any names, any potential names
for Boots
for the replacement for Boots on the 13th?
You said that again?
They threw any names out there for Boots?
For Boots? I'm hearing David Avanesian, the dude Gabriel Galaz Valenzuela, and Gayasov, but Gayasov is ranked in the WBA, so that's not happening. I don't think Valenzuela is happening either. I think I'm hearing possibly what's his name? Avanesian. For real. I'm hearing possibly Avanesian.
Listen, at this point in time, man, it don't matter who step in there. I think it's a showcase fight regardless.
Yeah, it gotta be now. But it's still, I guess, he's saying it's still gonna be a ranked contender, top 15-ish. I'm guessing he's saying something like that.
Eddie gonna spend a little extra bread on somebody, but you know,
right.
I don't think he minded because I think he see the golden ticket at the end of the rainbow. You know,
I wonder who they gonna get to step in there.
Somebody with guts, knowing that, you know what I mean.
I'm telling you,
an ass whooping might come on the end of that one. You know,
it's crazy. They should have had Speedy Rashidi like in the loop somewhere, man. I just seen somebody. I think it was Mill City. I just seen Mill City interview this dude, man. I want to ask him what's good, what's going on. Like, shit, what you think about that? If they offered you that, would you take it?
Yeah, I think he would. I don't know, man. He gotta find a situation. I know he's on the combat joint, but like, you gotta find a situation that's gonna keep him a little busier than that. Cause like, you know, a loss is part of boxing these days, man.
Yeah, he won a fight. He won a fight over there recently with the TCL.
I seen him maybe 2 weeks ago, and he was beating some guy's ass. But I think he fighting at like 160 in there though. Because I don't even think it's at 47. But you know, there's a lot of people, man. You still ain't see Cool Boy.
Right.
That been a little minute. God knows where Vila at. Vila. I don't know, man. We got to figure out a way to get these guys more fights, because only pay-per-view can't be the only model for PBC.
For real.
They got too much. They got too much fighters for that, man.
Too much talent, and you can't put it all on pay-per-view because them Jones starting to add up, man. Y'all going crazy. Like, what free fight y'all gave yet? Did y'all? That been pay-per-views, I think.
I think everything been pay-per-view so far, man.
Yeah, so they gotta cool out. They gotta chill.
Told you, man.
And we about to get hit with another one on the 15th. So like, yeah, they gotta chill.
It's like back in the day, you had to sell some bricks in order to be a boxing fan. Now, shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they going nuts right now. The pay-per-views, they like, y'all gonna pay pay for this work. Yeah, man, I gotta keep delivering these cards, man. At least this tank card look like one worth some money. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but the bad thing about it though, right? I'm not gonna say that I'm completely happy with the rollout of this fight, you know. I'm not, you know, I haven't really seen it really pop all over the feed, and you know, they recently put out a little promo, but the all access or gloves off or whatever they say, that's behind schedule.
Right.
Because by the episode 2, it'll be fight week. You know,
right.
Usually we get a chance to check out the all access or whatever they call it now, and you get to see it twice. You get to replay it.
Yeah, somebody asked about that. Somebody asked Tank about that. I think he said they BSing or something. I be catching little stuff on Twitter. Somebody asked him about the all access or whatever, like, you know, the training videos and all that, you know, basically. And he I think he said somebody was BSing or something. He said,
you know, I think they, you know, me, you know, I always think of things in the business angle of it. I just think they probably saved a lot or try to save a lot on the budget wise, because they did have Benavidez on the card too.
Right.
You know, and then they had to pay the Russell brother as well. So they probably spread out a lot of the money.
Because you got multiple fights that could be somewhat like main events too. Benavidez could be his own main event. You know, Tank. You know, of course, arguably even Gary.
But how do you justify that only Tank would get an all access? You know, I seen it that they're gonna drop it this week sometime. But how do you justify that? You build in
They can't.
Yeah, you building this guy. Yeah, you're gonna build this guy as the next, whether he be 175 or whatever he's gonna be, whatever Benavidez ends up, he's one of the next guys, but he doesn't get an all access. So I don't know, man.
Right.
They got a lot of this, you know, especially this being what the 100th championship fight. It's a lot of things that they could have played with that they kind of dropping the ball on, man.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a missed opportunity to promote your guy. especially at a time where y'all over there on a new platform and all that. So yeah, exactly. I think it'd make me. I mean, it's still time, but what time? Like, are they gonna put that together? Like, is that even gonna happen at this point?
Yeah, I can't even tell you, man.
Damn, that's a good question. I wonder if you could ask the coaches or ask them what's good with that. Like, why they ain't do that?
Because at this point in time, like, you would expect it when that, like when WrestleMania come on, you see the fireworks, you see the pyro, that's how they're supposed to open up that card, especially for what it's supposed to be.
Right.
But they gotta call us, man. For the JBT, we'll get you right. We'll fix you up.
Right. Nah, that makes sense, right? Errol washed up, shit. Errol just had a rough one, man. Sport of boxing, man, is delicate, man. You know that you don't live right, man. It tells on you, and Errol just he had a hell of a run. So I say I ain't willing to count him all the way out, though. I would love to hear the next story about him sparring some weeks or something from now. You know what I'm saying? See if he look any better. Because if he still get to a whole training camp and it's like he been getting his ass beat, that's a bad sign.
The wash-up conversation, people gotta pump their brakes on that, man. Because if it's a continuous cycle, all right, that's a different story. But like I say all the time, sometimes you just run into one of them. That's one of them ones. Like you know when you look from across the ring or across the court, wherever, that you got a killer across from you, and sometimes that person is just better than you, and it's all right.
Right.
But if there's one person out of 20 people in a division that's better than, he's just the one. He's the one. But you can't say a guy that was arguably 1A, 1B on the pound for pound list at one point in time in people's eyes that he's just washed up because he got beat by 1A.
Right.
Because he hasn't shown that somebody who's a C, B level fighter is washing him up. I'm not going to say that yet.
Right.
I'm not going to do that to him.
Yeah, I see why people feel that way, but like I said, I still want to see him again at least, so I could have another cage on him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Show me what was left, and if it's really that, all right, cool, man. Now you should consider just stepping away. But if that man goes on a run at 54 and it lines up that they got to see each other again, then you got to have a conversation. All right, you want to get your ass beat again? Was it the ribs? Was it, the weed? Was it not having a Blu-ray in your corner?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's more to the conversation if he starts looking better.
Mm-hmm.
And he's basically earned himself another shot rather than just getting back in there and saying,
Right.
And he ain't walking in there with no chump neither. So, and people always saying like, "Oh, this person lost. I want to tell that to Barrios."
Yeah, right. If he'd had that mentality, he would have quit.
Yeah, he got beat by a smaller guy, and then he got beat by a Thurman that was off a layoff, and his face got disfigured.
Mm-hmm.
He took that momentum, and now he's a champion, upgraded, but you know what I'm saying. He's a champion once again.
T. White, peace, family. How you feeling? Yeah, definitely uphill battle due to the inactivity, eye surgery, new coach, Fundora, all of that, bro. We were just saying the boxing relevance was good with the Errol and Pacquiao fight. We missed out. Yeah, I hate that one, man. I hate that one. I hated that. I wanted to see it too, but I would have rather them called it, that injury the way they did rather than him getting a fight and then that happened and he ended up losing because of it. I'd have hated to see that. I think he was gonna get Pacquiao. Ugas was able to touch him up, man. Ugas got his that Pacquiao win, man. That was supposed to be EJ getting that fight.
Could you see anything? Could you see anything being left in Thurman, or is just a wrap?
It's the same thing with him. This dude got one loss. You know what I'm saying? And last time we seen him, he won. It's just his inactivity. He be in his own way and the injuries, but I'll still give him a shot to see what he look like in another fight because that one loss, that shit just hit different when you just retire with the man. You gotta test yourself, see if he still seem like he's still hungry. You know what I'm saying? So seem like he still want to do it anyway. So I'll say hell up if he come back. I just want to know what's your because I don't know if he would have withstood Tim Tszyu.
He started giving me Grant Hill vibes, man. Like, yo, you know what I mean? He could do it. And it was always a setback. At first it was the bicep, and then like he ended up tearing it this time. The elbow was the issue.
Yeah,
he ran into
always something.
He ran into a stop sign. I don't like him, but you know what I'm saying. I think he's good for the sport, but if you can't get it through a training camp, though, at this point in time,
right?
I think he does have a future on the mic, though.
Big Dog Willie said EJ got KO Americans Braun last week. Facts. With the Big Dog Willie. Yeah, they said he having some rough times in training camp right now but like bro was saying, it's to be expected, you know, with him getting back in the fold, probably weight ain't down, none of that.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yo, Danny Garcia messed that up. Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie. Danny Garcia, man, punched that man in that elbow, messed his joint up. His arm ain't been the same since, bro. Man, arm ain't been the same since he fought Danny Garcia, for real. Word up. Too many questions with Thurman. Yeah, I mean, it's still you still try to come back though, because you know you still only seen Pacquiao beat him, and that was a split decision loss. He beat Barrios up, and then another hiatus. He was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu, and that would have been an extremely tough fight. That could have been a blessing in disguise, man. Now he got another opportunity to see if he still want to do it, if he really want to rehab and go through another training camp and all of that. So I say if he can't make it through another training camp without getting hurt, I say hang him up. Because that's only going to lead to something happening worse in the ring. So I don't like to give up on fighters. So if he can make it through a training camp and be healthy and in shape, I say go for it. You know what I'm saying? But be smart with your approach, because these young boys punching. Young boys out here sleeping.
I only ask because if he's healing in some kind of way where he can return. Errol talking about November, December. You know what I mean? What's the chance he can get them two in it? Like they kind of, believe it or not, they kind of ended up in the same lane once again. Like you know,
right.
It's crazy, but you know it's great as hot of a streak that EJ was on, and he was denying Thurman. Like it kind of, you know, aligned once again. I think it'll be a decent fight, even if you know it'll sell the storyline behind it. If anything less, you know.
Right. Crush the legend. What's good with it, Crush? Mr. Empire said Thurman versus AB, especially if AB kick past player Cobb. That shit. Let's see it. Let's see. I ain't against none of this stuff, man. None of it, bro. Big Dog Willie back in the Super Show said EJ isn't with Blu-ray because it's SDBA.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Man. Salute the Big Dog Willie, man. Crush, what up with it, man? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was hearing EJ back with Blu-ray, but I just know the results that they had was pretty damn impressive. Bole, what's good with it? Crawford and Thurman. Yeah, I mean I would watch it, but I just feel like Crawford. It's just there's so many unknowns. I feel like ultimately Crawford has ended up stopping him. I think what made him different, he don't got that power no more, man. Say your power be the last to go, but his seemed like it went due to injury, of course. You know what I'm saying? Injury and stuff like that. Casanova was good with it. EJ might try to retire even if he win. Don't think the eye can take it anymore. He might. That's why he probably put this probably be the last time y'all see me. He probably win, lose, or draw. Probably winning one more fight. Probably want to go out with a win. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, that's it. I wouldn't be mad at him at all, man, because he gave enough to the sport, man, especially after accidents. And you seen the slippage like from each fight since then, from Danny, Ugas, all the way up to Crawford. Thurman versus Boots. Thurman can still make 47. Show the bag, Hearn. Yeah, get him in there. I would hope he could. I would hope he would. I would hope he would. I mean, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't be against seeing that fight at all. Thurman and Boots. I ain't mad at it, but Thurman just seemed like he. The young boy, he's arguing with his brother. Shit, he was going back and forth with Boots' brother. Might as well fight him. Fight him. Fight him.
It just if Boots happen to move up to 54, we know that's a division that's gonna have fun. They're gonna have fun with each other. They all want to fight each other anyway.
Right.
But if he remove himself out the division, 47, it becomes kind of wide open for some youth to come in there and do some stuff, man.
Right.
Because all the marquee names kind of went up to 54, and everybody who couldn't squeeze back down to 47 went up as well. So like, Barrios and what's another big fight at a 47?
Yeah, hopefully they can make that happen. Barrios, even Conor Ben too. He need his ass beat. Yeah, big dog, I'm with you. Conor Ben need his ass beat. Big Dre, what up with it, man? Yeah, Conor Ben. It's a few names, man. It's not a whole lot. It's not as deep, but I don't think Boots care as long as he able to chase the titles. Thurman looks good in the fight versus a top end contender. Yeah, Virgil and Thurman. Be very interesting. Oscar would pay the proper amount to get Thurman in there. I like that. Yeah, definitely. It's just you want to see what he got left. So I'm with you. I definitely want to see if he look good, top contender or somebody of substance and beat him. Hell yeah, man. Make these fights, man. 54 got the potential to be lit up, and 47 got some matchups there too. Maybe not as deep, but they still got some fights that need to be made.
Listen, y'all always say it's about matchmaking, right?
Yeah, talk to them.
They could them Haney boys, they could take that WBC belt and leverage it up. He sucked down at 40 anyway. Go up and see what he could do with Barrios.
Jay heard Boots speak at 160 but not 54. I heard him say something about each of the divisions, but I know what you're saying. Sometimes you'll hear him say something about but I think I don't think he want to go nowhere besides 47 at the moment. I don't think he gonna skip over divisions. You know what I'm saying? I think he can go to 54 right now and make noise right now.
I agree. I think he go to 54.
Devin move up to 47 next day. Yeah. I'll be like, yo, it's safe. It's safe up here.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Shakur ran his ass up the next division.
Yeah, his ass about to now Ryan about to run into 4-7. 4-7. I should steer the pot for Friday, man. That's with the Haney fans tomorrow. Man, so is Ryan Garcia about to run Devin to 47 or what? Or not? What's up? I might do that just to mess with him. Steer the pot. Just to have some fun with it. Virgil versus Chuck. Oh, you talking about what's his name? Chuck or something like that? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good fight. That's a war. I'm telling you, that's why Virgil had a weight class where it should be real interesting. But I hope they mix it up. Mix him in there with other guys. Don't be scared to put match your guy up. Just want all the smoke, yeah. Cause it's heating up there. I want to see him what he wants. That's what I said, man. Bro, they toss his ass in there. He be saying that knowing that the chances of them filling him in on a short notice is slim to none. So it's cool to say that kind of shit. Yeah, I fill in for Boots. Yeah, okay, Goof Troop. We'll go in there and get smoked. I can guarantee you he knocking you out. Make too many mistakes. You overly aggressive, wild and eager. Hell nah. And the way Pete Dobson was catching you, and he's much slower and much less athletic than Boots. Boots beat the hell out of Conor Ben. It'll be fun. It'll be an entertaining fight while it lasts because Conor going to fight back and scrap. But I think he's going to be outgunned. And he realized how talented and athletic Boots is. I think he's going to be in trouble. Yep, smoked out, man. I'm telling you, and it's wide open. It's wide open. It's there for the taking. 47 is there for the taking. 40 is there for the taking. 35 is there for the taking. Man, I might talk about that tomorrow, man. I'm gonna start creating some shit to talk about, because this shit, that all them divisions wide open. Who gonna take it from 35 to 40 to 47 to 54? You know what I'm saying? All of them.
They better watch out. They better watch out for young Jalil.
Man, that's something to talk about. Who gonna rise to the top? Who's the final two in all of these divisions, man? That's gonna make the marquee fight. Or who will outlast everybody else in the division. Remember when Vitaly Klitschko replaced Jamil Khan? Last minute, that ended up being one of my favorite heavyweight fights of all time. Yeah, I mean, some people really get up for them last minute replacements, and they not all created equal. Some people gonna use that as a reason why they lost. Some gonna look at the short amount of time as an opportunity to kind of shock or prove something, or surprise people. It's just all mentality depending on the fighter and the opportunity. I mean, some people really just get up when they feel like the odds are stacked up against them, or people counting them out, or when you ain't much expected, you almost expected to lose playing with house money. So go in there and get the upset. Klitschko versus Lewis. Lennox. Man, salute, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all smashing that like button for me, man. Another dope build in the books, man. We know 35 and 40 about to belong to 47, 54. Go to Boots and Virgil. Yes, that Shiraz guy is he pretty dangerous. Morel Benavides 68, 75. Man, salute to my KO, man. Oh, just got the crib in the chat. You already know, Remo. Salute to my guy KO, and appreciate everybody in the super chat, Cash App. Much love to y'all. Another dope one, man. We're gonna keep building. We'll be back tomorrow to close the week, man. We're gonna see if we'll do this AB fight or not, man. Rooting for AB. You gotta get that dub for us, you dig? Mr. Imprasa last 2 or 35 Tank Stevenson. I just think it's a good conversation, because I know what KO's saying. I know how he comes. I know his stance, but I think it's a I just like boxing to that point where sometimes instead of creating narratives, you create a good topic. You know what I mean? And as for divisions, I know KO know where I'm going with this shit. The last two and all of them, what would be the ultimate fight in all 4 of them divisions, and who gonna rise to the top? Fun. You got Gary. Man, you just got a lot going on. It's all fun. Ace, you already know, don't mess with Texas. All love, family. Boots versus Ben could be a huge summer fight that really generates some excitement. I'm with it. I'm behind it. I feel like he should get that Boots fight for punishment. Last 2 at 140, Russell versus T.O. Uh-oh, he talking. Russell, T.O., Shakur Stevenson, 35, Russell, T.O. See, you giving me, that might be a topic for tomorrow, bro. I'm telling you, Shakur, the Tank at 35, Russell, T.O. at 40 with some honorable mentions. And then you got 54. Who gonna be at the top? Because you got Bud and somebody. It's Bud and somebody. Who? Bud and Virgil at 54? Who? Bud and who, man? Who got 54? 47. Boots and who? You know what I'm saying? Boots and who at 47? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at that. 135 Chamberlain to look out for when you get some comp. Okay. Last 2. Eagles is just Boots. Last 2 Boots is Boots and Boots at 47, because that's his division. That's a fun play. I could do that. I could play with that. I could play with that a little bit. I might try to make that happen for tomorrow. But man, I appreciate everybody that continues to support the grind, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody. Cash App, Super Chat, the real MVPs, everybody, the channel members. Salute to my guy KO, Miss Joette, Peace Queen, all the queens in the chat, Barbara D, the Boxing Mom, Aisha the Queen. Much love to y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Back with another one, So with that, we're going to get up out of here. Peace to the fam, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Thursday. I could do that. Bud and Zoo. That's cool. Time to say the peace to my bro.